What up, what up, what up, what up, squad? How you guys doing today? Sorry about it. We don't have the intro screen today because I moved my camera over. We're using the Skype camera today, so I apologize. If this is a whole nother screen, I apologize, guys. Sorry about that, but I'm glad you guys are here today. Hope you guys can hear this. Good to see you, Death. What up, Taku? How's it going? What up, Z? Good to see you. Long time. Ready for SWAT, holding it down. My boy, DirtyRandy, lurking in the chat. Hi, Mariah. Good to see you. I got your name right. Good to see you. Good to see you. Guys, thank you so much for coming today for our very first podcast, boys. Oh, I'm so happy, man. We've been at this for a while. And I'm so happy we finally got it going. I'm glad you guys are here. Teeth off runs. Hashtag podcast. I'm glad you guys are here today. We have some amazing people on the show today. We got my boy DirtyRandy, aka DirtyRandy, aka Not Clean Randy. We got my boy JTMerrel, the best smash tag god in the universe. We got KingofSoup holding it down, aka Team Killer. And then we got yours only, Glitchsythe. So today is all about hanging out with you guys, sitting back, relaxing. I'm so happy that we did this, guys, because it's like we don't have to play any games. We don't got to win. It just gives us time to kind of hang out as a community and have fun together. That's what this is about. You get to see streamers. I don't know if you guys have met JT, KingofRandy. If you haven't, they're amazing content creators, variety streamers, just like myself. Definitely check them out, guys. So today is all about hanging out and showing them some love and just communicating and just talk about content creating, talk about upcoming games, talk about movies, just talk about things we all are interested together as human beings. Also, guys, my alerts are turned off. If you follow, I'm sorry. It will not show up on the stream because I'll be uploading this on YouTube, which I think JT, King, and Randy are doing the same. Also, if you are talking in chat, I'm sorry if I don't reply right away because I want to upload this to YouTube. I can't have I don't want to talk over them because our mics are open and I don't want to talk over them. So if you say something to me, I can do my best to type to you on my phone to reply in chat, but I won't be doing a lot because my focus is on the content. If you do donate or throw some biddies at my face, guys, I'll definitely thank you after the stream or an intermission. Also, we do have questions. If you guys want to submit a question, say, hey, man, you know, King, I like your Viking beard. How long did it take you to grow it? Or DirtyRandy, man, why are you such a great role player? How long do you role play for? How do I become like you? I want to be like you when I grow up. You can submit those questions. I should have some mods in chat. Just at them, send them the question, and they'll at me in Discord, send it to me. Okay, by any chance, they're not in chat, jump on my Discord, jump in general, and send me, PM me your question. PM me. That means click my name, PM me. That is the only two ways we're gonna do this. If you guys do have questions or you guys say in a comment, I might kind of like rebuttal off that, you know, comment back to you every now and then. But the main focus today is them. All right. So I'm gonna unmute them and we're gonna have some fun, guys. Randy is gonna be calling shotgun on this. He's gonna be in the driver's seat. He made a great schedule, so we have a great schedule plan for you guys tonight. So he'll be taking over the reins. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's do this. All right, you guys are good.
Testing
We're
1 2 3.
live. All right, everybody hear us? I like the term, you know, like moderating, just kind of suggesting, you know, moving things forward. I don't know, you know. But
he's definitely
guys,
dressed for it. That's
welcome.
For sure.
I'm very excited. DirtyRandy's excited. I know G's excited. We put a lot of work into this, a lot of time. I mean, it's been leading up. G's really been the glue behind it, boys. So thank you very much for putting all this together, my friend. So basically what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to start off with some introductions. So just so you can find out who we are, what we do, and what we're all about, really. So let's go ahead and start with G himself, since he is the man of the hour here, I would say, you know. So G, who are you and what type of content do you create?
Before I answer that, I'm gonna turn off my mic, guys, my stream mic. I don't want to get double feedback. Well, I'll answer the question. If you guys do hear double feedback, let me know, okay? And I'll turn off my stream mic, all right? But my name is Glitch, aka Glitchsythe. My predominant game I play is roleplay in GTA, and I started playing Arc RP. I've been streaming for about a little over a year. My anniversary was back in, I think, August or April. It was in April. So a little over a year. And you know, I love what I do, and I love you guys as a community. That's why I'm here.
Okay, and we'll go ahead with KingofSoup. Same question, same sort of introduction thing.
All right, what's up, guys? I'm KingofSoup. I'm 32 years young. I have been on YouTube for coming up on 3 years, and I've been live streaming probably about a year, maybe a little bit longer than that. And I have streamed on tons of platforms, but right now I'm focusing on YouTube. Might be changing that up soon. I play all kinds of games like Ark Survival Evolved, CSGO, PUBG, really anything you can just troll people in and make them cry. That's pretty much the games that I play. So,
All right. And JT, a little bit about yourself.
What's up, guys? I'm JTMerrel. Some of you may know me as a Smash player. I don't stream quite as much as I used to, but when I did stream on Twitch, I was more of a variety streamer, PUBG, H1, whatever I felt like playing that day, I guess. But yeah, I've been on multiple platforms as well, Hitbox even, you know, just the gist of things.
All right. And guys, I'm Dirty fucking Randy. Good to see you guys. I've been around a little bit. Maybe you've seen some of my movies. Remember the tight ones, Dragon Balls Deep. But no, I'm an RP streamer primarily. Been around for a little bit. I've been partnered out for 10 months here on Twitch. And it's been a blessing every day doing what I love with the community. And you know, I just honestly love doing this. There's nothing else that I really want to do and feel as passionate about. So I truly feel blessed every day that get to be a part of this. So what I want to do now is ask everybody how you guys got started, because I think that's a big question that a lot of viewers have. Because if you're a viewer, a lot of people are interested in getting into the same thing. And there is a lot of question. How did you do it? How did you get started? And what made you do it? So we'll go in the same order there. G, you want to take that away?
All right, will do. So how I got started is I really didn't know about Twitch until probably, I mean, I knew about when I was younger, but I didn't really watch it. How I got started is kind of a bittersweet story. I dislocated my left patella. I used to dance for about 3 years. Dislocated my patella. It was horrible. The doctor pretty much told me, hey, G, you can't dance anymore. If you do dance, you injure yourself, you're going to have a fake knee. So I was like, I'm good. I will back out. Honest truth be told, because you guys are I don't mind saying this, I kind of entered a little state of depression. Because, I mean, when you have something you love so much and you hold close dear to your heart and you drive for it and you bleed blood, sweat, and tears for, and you lose it just like that, and someone says you can't do it again. I went through a little state of depression. Luckily, I had my friends and my family, my girl with me, so I came up out of that. And then one of my friends was talking to me one day on Skype, and he's like, the guy's a game with, he's like, gee, have you ever checked about Twitch? Because at the time, I was in between jobs. He said, you ever heard about Twitch? And I was like, no, I haven't, And then he, refreshed my memory, and then I, watched a little Twitch, and then I was like, I started doing some research, how to set it up, what games to play, like anybody else looking into starting on Twitch or is, new to Twitch. And then I started streaming. My first game I streamed was probably World of Warships, and then went to TF2, did that for a little bit, and then found about Arma 3 RP, and then now GTA.
World of Warships, really?
Yeah,
I would not have.
Yeah,
that's not where Dirty Randy would have pegged that one.
I know, because it was a free game, and I was like, I got nothing to lose. I don't want to invest a lot of money into it in case I don't like it, in case people don't like me, in case I end my streams every night crying.
I get you, Admiral.
I thought you were about to say Warcraft. And I got a little worried. A little worried.
No. World of Warships. It was a fun game. I actually started with a couple of viewers. It was actually really nice. The community was pretty cool. They came in. They were like, they could tell I'm a noob. I was just like dying and not really doing it good. People would come in, kind of give tips and tricks, and then it started. People, 1 viewer, 2 viewer, 3 viewer, 4, and I was like, man, this is actually pretty cool. The thing that caught me to it is the interaction. The interaction. You're not just sitting there playing games, because I could do that any day. I could do that any day. All you guys know this. You could, if you want to play games, you don't gotta start your stream. You can do that any day. What caught me to it, I'm sure, as everybody else in the podcast right now, is the fact that you could interact and have that other connection to play games. You could help. You could talk about people's lives. This is an escape. I mean, it is what it is. This is an escape for all that crazy stuff out in the world, and it's going crazy in the world right now. And I don't want to talk about it, but this is an escape, and we actually get to come together and be a community and share a love of content creating and gaming, which I adore and I hold close to my heart, which I'm sure a lot of you guys in chat do. So this is a home away from home for me, And obviously today I'm a variety streamer and I'm starting to branch out on YouTube. I'll be hopefully streaming on there soon. Dual streaming. I'm not quitting YouTube. And I will just start vlogging, which is another love of mine. So that's me pretty much.
All right, all right. And KingofSoup, how'd you get started in what you're doing now?
Well, I kind of have a similar story to Glitch. I also was a professional dancer. And no, I'm just kidding. So, honest truth be told,
I can see it. I can see it.
I was working and just kind of doing a normal job and met a guy who told me a story about how he got to quit his job because he was doing YouTube full time. And I heard, money, video games, let's try this out. And what's really cool is when something like that starts and like money is your first focus, it's not going to work out. And through that struggle of trying to grow a channel and grow a following and stuff, I actually fell in love with the content creation part of it, which I'm very glad. And actually, Glitch and I talked about this the other night, is just being able to pour into somebody else's lives and discuss with people and younger people, especially for me, it's kind of something close to my heart. And just being able to interact with people like that is just really cool. And that kept me going, I guess, because I don't know, it's just a fun process. But yeah. That's really just how I got started. Is the money obviously was like, yeah, let's try and make money playing video games, because that's everybody's dream. Yeah. Who doesn't want to do that?
Yeah, I mean,
who doesn't want to do that?
Right. But it's just for sure. It's so much fun just to be able to react with the community, and especially meeting you guys and just all this. It's just a whole hell of a lot of fun.
I agree.
All right, and JT, what got you into?
Okay, so what got me into streaming is, some of you may know. I mean, I've already mentioned I'm wearing a freaking Smash shirt. So Smash was my thing. Smash has always been my thing ever since I was a little baby. I was born before he was even created, but I knew it was my thing. It was my passion. So as I'm going into this, I'm a melee player at first, brawl, whatever, and then Project M, the mod, comes out. That's considered illegal on Twitch now. So you can't stream that if you're an affiliate or partner. So
interesting.
Where I got most of my followers in the beginning, all Project M. And guess what? Twitch kicked it out.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Broke my heart. I was in that state of depression, very similar to what G was. And then Hitbox came to me and they're like, hey, JT, you can come to us.
They're like, we like illegal stuff.
We like illegal. We love it. So I went to Hitbox, and the issue there was that it just doesn't have as strong of a following as Twitch.
Yeah.
It's just nowhere near as huge. So I just I stopped for a good maybe 6-8 months streaming, and then eventually came back to Twitch, and now this is what I do.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Very cool. All right. Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. The way DirtyRandy got started is I'm an RPer, right? So a lot of times when you're RPing, people will be fucking shitlords. And you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to report them. So I started using shadow play, and I started recording shit, and I was playing on shitlord Arma 3 servers where people would just gun me down everywhere. And most of my videos were me just talking ridiculous shit, whatever I could think of. And I would sit there and watch them by myself. And I never put out really any of them for a while. And then one day I was going through some forums, just like random forums somewhere. And there was a guy that was like, hey, what happened to that guy, DirtyRandy, that used to fucking drive around in his sports hatchback and be a dick all the time? That guy was hilarious. And there was like a couple other people that were like, yeah, that guy was great. I miss him. And I was like, you know what? And then I started playing on CG, and that's when things got a little bit more serious. And I was like, all right. And people kept saying, you know what, you should stream. So I said, fuck it, let's do it. And kind of dived in, especially when No Pixel hit. That was a little over a year ago. And shit just went real big. When I got hosted by Tyler One, I was like, fuck yeah, boys. I should have just kept hitting the spam ad. I should have hit just spam ad as fast as I could with those 12,000 people in. I'm just kidding. But seriously, do it if you ever, yeah. But
that opportunity comes, you just spam it.
Oh, man.
But guys, I think one of the things that's on a lot of people's minds is a lot of different sites and communities are now growing up into the live streaming communities. I mean, you saw Ice, obviously, you know, that's a huge example, stand out. Somebody that was on Twitch that's now on YouTube, still making a huge living, great success, a lot of viewers, gigantic community. The future of live streaming. Now, that's kind of what I'm curious about. You know, you see a lot of the bigger streamers are absolutely killing it right now. Absolutely killing it with the new app and everything coming in. There's a lot of views coming to them. But do you think, what do you guys think about the future of live streaming? Do you think that it's going to be, you know, where you're staying to one thing, doing a lot like what Lyric does, where it's stream every day? You have a schedule where you're on Twitch all the time, or do you think it's more now the new beast is hybrid, where you got to start doing content on YouTube and streaming? What do you guys think about schedules, that kind of stuff? I want to pick your brains because I know a lot of people want to know about that. Additionally, that are either trying to come in or viewers. So let's go in a little bit of a reverse from last time. So I'll start with you, JT. What are your thoughts on that?
Honestly, G and I were talking about this the other day about Friday, I think it was. We were talking a little bit about how I lost my train of thought for a second. We were talking about how he's transitioning to YouTube as well and opening up different platforms. And I think the future will probably end up that way because of, you know, I understand Twitch is huge. Twitch is just constantly growing. Constantly.
Day, every day.
But
man. There's hundreds of streamers joining every day.
Exactly. And the way it's growing, there's so many people who stream on Twitch. I think more people are going to start spreading out. Like, not saying that G couldn't do it on Twitch. He's doing amazing on Twitch, in my opinion. But he's opening up to other platforms to help him get bigger. And I think a lot of other streamers and whatnot are going to do the same thing. Sure.
Reaching out to more platforms is a big thing. I think that is going to keep coming into play. And I think you have a valid point there. One of the things that I'm curious about is live streaming on YouTube. We kind of saw a burst there for a little bit, you know. What was the blonde Zoe Berger? She was real big there for a moment. I mean, she was twerking while playing Call of Duty. But I don't know.
How are you not
I mean,
going to
she
be
got
big doing
millions of
that?
subs, though.
I have
she
no
got
idea who that
millions of
is.
subs.
She's got
a whole team now of female gamers.
Twerk team? A twerk team? Is that where you're?
That are
twerk team that plays
professional
Call of Duty?
gamers that are coming. But my point is you know, there was a growth going on, I think, a lot in the YouTube gaming. But then I feel like Twitch kind of was like, well, let's do affiliate.
Oh, bro.
That's exactly what happened.
I agree.
Right?
Because right now Twitch and YouTube are in this battle. Kind of going back on your future of live streaming kind of comment. Your question is, you guys got to realize streaming is the future. I don't know if you guys listen to Gary Vaynerchuk, anybody here, but streaming is the future. Like, I mean, me and Kid were talking about it. If Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, if they don't have live streaming, they will have live streaming. Because everybody, as a content creator, because everybody, whether you post pictures, whether you do videos, whether you do art, if you upload it to the internet, the interwebs out there, you are a content creator and you have more reach. And as Facebook or Instagram out there, they want more reach. They want to be able to get people on their platform and stay on their platform by live streaming. Why wouldn't you? You know, it's a great business venture. And honestly, if you're not live streaming, If you're even, I mean, even like businesses, I've been seeing like just random businesses pop up live streaming their days, corporations live streaming their days, because that's how it's turning, businesses is turning more from this whole brick and mortar aspect to this, people want to see the face, they want to see the face behind the content, they want to see the face behind the business, you know, they want that personal connection. And when you have that personal connection and not just like that random number, you know, people feel closer. So I mean, honestly, everybody today is making themselves a personal brand. And as all of us stands, all four of us and people in chat, if you stream or think about streaming, you are a personal brand. And live streaming is a must, whether it be on Hitbox, whether it be on Twitch, YouTube, it's a must to grow your personal brand or a brand in general. So
well, the big thing that I noticed just between the two argument of, you know, Twitch versus YouTube, and I know there's all these other streamers or streaming platforms, but obviously those are the two.
Those are the two standout for sure. And everyone's
is most of my audience is a bit younger. Now, don't get me wrong, anybody that's watching that's from my audience, you know, I love you guys that are older too, but the majority of the guys are probably under the age of 20, and they all said Twitch's platform as a whole is harder to deal with than YouTube. And it's like it's not as user friendly. And so that's the reason that I went to YouTube in the beginning. And I think that once Twitch rolled out their app updates and stuff, it's gotten a lot better. But I know that was a huge thing. But like you said, with the affiliate program and all that, I think that they felt like YouTube was easier to step into as a role and get viewers. And then with YouTube gaming coming out, it was just unbelievable, the support that we were getting on the YouTube side of it. And then all of a sudden, boom, Twitch rolls out all their stuff. And it's just like, and for me, I'm like,
shots
what
fired.
the hell do I do
Shots
now?
Fired. Yeah.
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 Well, I mean, that was the purpose of it in some
absolutely.
ways, for sure. And I think one thing that I comes to my mind a lot is when you think about cross views. So something that I've realized is, or maybe I'm wrong here, point out if I am, but if you have a lot of views on YouTube and you come to Twitch, you're probably going to do well on Twitch as well, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Whereas if
Now, I
you're
would
big,
say as a live
big on
streamer,
Twitch, it doesn't correlate as much to
I agree.
YouTube, which
I agree.
is something that I find really interesting.
It's
like,
weird, right?
does
it's hard
like
to put your finger on it.
does like a quarter or a half of YouTube just not know about Twitch?
now,
Or,
are you saying live streaming versus live streaming, or going from Twitch as a live streamer
I'm
to
saying
doing content
YouTube
creation on-
video. If
Yeah.
you do YouTube videos,
Recorded content.
recorded
Okay.
content. I'm not talking about the live streaming because I
Gotcha.
mean they've made it so you can't really do both now.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
I mean, unless
I mean,
you're splitting your
you-
day in half.
Yeah.
on
Stream
each,
5 days, then
which I
stream
don't
5
even
hours
know.
and
I
5
don't even
hours.
think
Yeah.
you can do that.
You
to
can.
be
You can.
honest,
You got to
Can
stop your stream, and then you got to start your stream up on another platform.
Okay,
you can't,
but,
you
you
can't
know,
silently stream.
Nobody's really. I don't know
Nobody's gonna
anybody
do that.
that's doing
Yeah.
that. You know,
Yeah.
but like if. I think YouTube's big thing for a Twitch streamer is putting your recorded content on there, because if you do that, people are gonna see that you link your Twitch, they're gonna come from YouTube to Twitch to you, and that's a huge thing for a Twitch streamer. But it doesn't really correlate the other way, though. I don't say necessarily.
I think the thing is because I think me and King and JT talked about this. But the thing is, like, as a YouTuber, it's easier to grow your follower base, your foundation. I mean, because when you upload a video on YouTube, it's there forever. It could pop in somebody. It could pop in somebody's like watch later list or recommended suggestion. It is always there. The thing about Twitch is once you stream and you end, you have a couple days till those archives stay, and then they're gone.
I mean,
But,
that's
and how
the
many of you guys
Turbo
have to go
game,
watch
right?
your archive
I mean,
videos? though?
The Turbo,
Turbo saves your videos for like 8 months or something.
But it's also the nature of the beast. YouTube is made for recorded content. Twitch is made for live content. Not a lot of people. I mean, there are some people who watch VODs, but it's just the nature of the beast. Why would you want to click someone's VOD and watch it? I watch VODs.
That's sort of the thing, right? Like a Twitch viewer isn't going to go to YouTube. He doesn't need to.
Yep.
He's already on Twitch. He'll just watch the VOD. He'll watch the clips, or she. You know what I mean? There's no reason for them to go to YouTube, really, which is something that's interesting.
Unless you're putting out different content. Because that's one thing that I've noticed a lot of Twitch streamers will do. And that's like a huge thing that's trending on YouTube is like best of Twitch this week or whatever. If you're putting out the same content on Twitch and then recording it and then shuffling it down to a 10-minute video. I mean, I don't want to go rewatch that. I mean, your viewers may want to do that. This is obviously my personal opinion, but it's like,
Okay.
I can watch your clips for 5 seconds on your channel, but why would I go watch that again on YouTube? But if you're putting out completely different content, I think that's where you're going to differ yourself.
Yeah.
But that requires more time too.
Exactly.
And
And
as
I mean,
streamers,
on one hand, look at Tyler One though. You know, that guy is putting out literally his streams on the YouTube, and they're getting hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
of views.
Well,
and there's definitely special cases for sure.
Yeah. I mean, but I personally think, like, not trying to throw any shade towards any platform. Both platforms are amazing, but I personally think Twitch. I mean, we've all heard it. It's saturated. I mean, like Randy said, hundreds of people are joining Twitch every day. Hundreds of people are signing on, making accounts, getting webcams, getting computers, making dual setups. Hundreds of people. Same with YouTube. But I feel like YouTube, when it comes to streaming, it's relatively new. And if you look at the numbers, there's a lot more people streaming on Twitch than YouTube. You know what I mean? And YouTube's kind of like that double-edged, I wouldn't say double-edged, so it's that pretty much double threat. Recorded content, live stream content. Versus Twitch, live stream content. So
And for YouTube gaming, I would say it's easier to get noticed versus just on the YouTube. But a lot of people are just on YouTube, not on YouTube gaming.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm not sure that YouTube really has all the structures necessarily in place the same way that Twitch does for the streamers. You know what I mean? Like, I think it maybe might be easier to get noticed, but you're not gonna have a lot of the benefits that Twitch provides to
There's
a stream.
definitely pros and cons.
I mean, just like the sub button and that kind of stuff. I mean, they've had a beta of, I can't remember what it's called, not super chat. That's a new thing, but it's something like that. That's been in beta for months and months and months and months, and they're like, we don't know what we're gonna do with it. And that sucks as a content creator. It's like,
because you're sitting.
I would like a few dollars for my people that want to donate. It'd be great, but don't have a credit card they can use or whatever.
But they also have Patreon too. I mean, a lot of YouTubers have Patreon. A lot of streamers have Patreon.
But Glitch, that's true. That's another platform I gotta make content for.
That's true. That's true.
I'm moving into it because I'm gonna start taking scantless pictures of myself baked up. If you want to see, if you guys want, thank you for bringing that up, G. Because guys, thanks, the September calendar is gonna be coming up soon on my Patreon. It's gonna be me in different C strings, animal themed. Check it out. Thank you.
No way. No. How much?
So now,
this sounds a lot better than mine. Mine's just me in the same picture, same pose every single time, every month.
For every month? Damn, you can at least change the facial expressions or something.
It just slowly zooms in.
So is there anything else that you guys want to throw in about any of that kind of those topics there, or everybody feel like we've kind of hit everything we want?
I do have like one more kind of to compound. Were you gonna go, JT? Or you have nothing? Oh, they got to compound. Like the future of live streaming. It's technically TV. I mean, you're watching television. The only difference is you're watching on your phone. Even people watching it on the TV, smart TVs, or watching your computer. You're literally a TV show. You know, you're a one-man team. You make your own production. You edit your own videos. You do your own music. You're a one-man team. And that's, if you think about it, that is amazing. That is amazing to put yourself out there and be a one-man team, one-man production with barely any help. Obviously, there is help from other people, but that is amazing. And like, that's the future. You know, it's pretty much a TV show. You know, and everybody's scraping at the bits, trying to do the same thing. You know, and I think everybody here and everybody in chat and just in general, if you think about streaming, ever stream, you're always thinking about how to make yourself different. How to get noticed, because I mean we're all here for that reason.
Getting noticed is pretty much the hardest thing to do in this industry, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it is an industry in the end. There's a lot of people working in it, you know, and it's hard to stand out. And that's something that I think a lot of people struggle at. But
what's that? 80% luck, 20% content.
That's true.
That's what it feels like, especially for live streaming. I think for YouTube, as far as just making videos, you can look and see what people want or what hasn't been created and do that. But man, live streaming is so hard.
Yeah, I don't want to say content doesn't matter on Twitch, but content is more noticeable on YouTube because you can pause, rewind, replay, slow down those videos. People, like, I've watched YouTube videos 5 times, 6 times over, whether it's like a tutorial or something. content is more pronounced and you notice it a lot more. It's more focused on. Not saying nobody cares about the content on Twitch, but your content starts here, ends here. It's gone. You know what I mean? People can watch your VODs, but it's more focused on YouTube, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, one thing I was thinking about as far as Twitch rolling out the affiliate program is I wonder if they're starting to notice people gravitate to another platform where they can be noticed and not be quote unquote special because you're partnered versus affiliate and partnership. Because that's kind of what I felt is the reason that I moved away from Twitch. And then also with Facebook live streaming, and there's tons of people doing gaming on Facebook now.
Oh, bro, yeah.
It's unbelievable. And that's
growing.
I think the future of live streaming is going to be nobody's special. Nobody has a sub button because everybody has something like a sub button across platforms. I think there's going to be a point to where you just can't be special on whatever platform. I don't think Twitch is going away. I don't mean that at all. But I think there's going to be a point.
I think, though, one of the things is, I mean, I think Twitch has a pretty big stranglehold, and people love the emotes. The emote system cannot be underrated. People love spamming their fucking, you know, whatever it is they spam from whatever channel representing, you know. Emotes are huge, and that's something that Lyrics talked about, I think, on multiple occasions about how emotes have really, really helped, you know, drive a lot of the community, and I think a lot of sites are going to need to catch up on that whole system.
It's because
it's and that kind of stuff.
It's an incentive, you know. It's an incentive because.
And I'm curious to see if Twitch starts letting people save content. You know what I mean?
Like becoming their own YouTube, basically.
Like if you're a exactly. If you're a partner, you can actually save your videos
and
or
you
something.
Got like a
because
where, oh man, if they,
I mean, how hard would that be for them to really do that? It would not be that hard at all.
It's like a VOD. It's pretty much like a VOD. They would just let it stay. That's it, and they would change the layout, and it would be huge.
They just have to buy some real estate in Nevada and set up some servers, and boom, good to go.
That's true.
I know nothing about that. I just made that.
Twitch.
All right.
Could you please throw us all into a partnership? That's our idea.
So I'm gonna go ahead and move us into our next topic here. We're gonna be talking about role playing, guys, RP. So basically, we're gonna talk a little bit about what we've been doing, communities that we're playing in, and stuff like that. So I'll go ahead and start us off here. I've been stuck in the GTA. I won't lie. There's not really many games right now that are standing out to me in RP at all. GTA is kind of the thing that has some hype behind it. So and there's fun to find in it. I've been playing a lot on No Pixel because I love Coil. Coil's my boy. I fucking absolutely love Coil. I like playing with G, Vader, Mervin, Dante, fucking Reed, Rasta hops on there sometimes still. Andy, my boy Andy Milanakis hops on there still. It's a good community.
That's crazy, man. Yeah,
every now and then he hops on.
Andy. Yeah, it's through Arma RP.
He was. Oh, I bet him in the streets.
He's fucking OG. I love Andy.
You're like, I know that voice.
So
hold on a second.
Yeah, hold on. Wait a minute.
But I think I've really been stuck in that GTA RP right now, and that doesn't mean I'm not excited for new games, but that's really what I've been doing, and I don't think there's a lot of hype behind anything else right now, and that just makes it tough when you're trying to make content. But that's kind of where I've been. G, what do you think about RP right now?
Right now, I feel like I'm on the same boat as Randy. We're kind of like in this like plateau. Like RP, the thing is RP on Twitch it's booming, and it kind of hit this. It's
huge.
Like a couple months ago, it just blew up off Armored 3. And then everybody, and then it GTA SOE came out. Everybody was kind of like, what is this? What is a little standoff? And then that blew up, and it's constantly like this, boom, boom, boom. And then right now, I feel like everybody's at this plateau where we're kind of just like looking around, like, I play some GTA, did I play some RP, some Citadel? And I mean, you can see people. Citadel came out like a couple weeks ago, and people. I mean, you got Burke Black. He already has a RP server up. I mean, you got Dark and Light that just came out. People have RP because people want an RP. We just want a game that's made for RP.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, there was like H1Z1 pros RPing on Twitch. It's like, what?
Yeah.
It's just crazy the people that jumped over to it.
Yeah, it's just like we want to role play, you know, and we're
Mhm.
looking. I think the biggest thing is not so much the game. I feel like it's we want a community that is positive and conducive and encourages role play. Because we've all seen. We watched Randy stream. I think King's done some RP. I don't know if JT has
Just
or,
a little
IDP.
bit.
And we've all
Yeah.
seen the members in the community, or just the community in general. It's like, man, this is a great community. And then you see the dark side of that community. I won't say the community, but you see the members who don't care about RP, and it kind of ruins it for everybody, you know?
I mean, honestly, that's how I feel. I just want to RP again with a lot of people. I enjoy doing that. And that's what I've been trying to do again more recently, is just try to have fun, because I feel like for a while, I mean, I'll be honest, I think Dirty Randy lost sight of some of what I was doing there, you know, and really, I think we just got to go back to having fun, and
Yep.
and what I need to do more is what I realized is I actually watched a video recently of me RPing like years ago.
Mhm.
And what I noticed is I interacted with everybody.
It's different, right? It's like
I
there's
interacted everyone.
yeah, there's like a fire, you know?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like as RPers, we're kind of getting jaded. You know what I mean? Because we're so used to that, the shit lords and the bad RP. We're just like, okay, there's this guy running down the sidewalk. Is he gonna shoot me with a gun? Is he gonna try to chop my head off? You know, and you kind of just RP is kind of ending up in these cliques. If anybody hasn't noticed,
Mhm.
like, everybody's like in their cliques, like, you know, and it happens naturally. It's natural, you know. You have your friends like Dirty Randy. I mean, you got Dirty Randy, Mervin. I mean, Rasta, Miss Do It Big. There's so many people on. I mean, Huster. So many people in Raging Rabbit. So many people on RP First and No Pixel that I feel comfortable RPing with. And when I jump on, they're my go-to. You know, for a reason, because I know if I go to them, I go to Randy, I can have a conducive story, and we're gonna have some fun together. Rather than what it should be is I should be able to go to anybody, say, "Hey, how's it going?" and start a story, but that's not the case. You know
No,
what I
he's
mean?
gonna run up with you with his car and go, "Hey, man, give me all your money."
Give me all your money
Every 5
every
seconds.
5. Yeah. And it sucks, but that's the nature in it. And I feel like as admins, shout out to any admins out there, you guys do an amazing job. But as admins and as community leaders, you guys need to crack down. And as players, we need to crack down and be like, this is what RP should be. If you don't want RP, then you're not in this server. Because far too, I mean, we've all seen it. It's being widely accepted to be a shitlord because admins don't want to crack down because they're in fear of losing viewers, and or they, you know, someone's gonna talk, someone big's gonna talk ish or get kicked off the server, and then there goes that community. You know what I mean? But I feel like as regardless of what game you RP in, I feel like all the communities should come together and be like, this is the standard of roleplay, and this is what we're gonna keep it at.
Yeah.
You know,
I
completely
think
agree.
I think also one of the things that I don't know how you feel about this, but cop roleplay has become a very has a very very big focus on it, I think. And one of the things that I feel like is I feel cops should punish criminals in RP. I feel like there should be that authenticity to you being arrested. But I also think that going to extremes with it, I mean, come on, it's a video game. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
locking people up in a video game in prison for extended periods of time. I mean, I don't care who you are. Your content sucks at that point.
Yeah, absolutely.
At that point, your content becomes you.
Yep.
Okay, because nothing's going to be happening in that prison, most likely. Okay, that's going to be exciting at all. There might be a couple people in there that you can like chat with. Okay, but when it really comes down to it, I think that's something that needs to be, you know, looked at, because, you know, throwing criminals in, not at all, or just for a couple minutes, I feel like it hurts RP too.
Yeah.
Because, you know, then
Mhm.
people are like, this is stupid. Like,
I'm done.
why
I'm
not
out.
just not just keep robbing everything? Or
But-
this guy
yeah.
just murdered me, and you just
Yeah.
put him in jail for a minute. He's already out right now,
Yeah.
stealing a car to come back and murder me again. You know,
But
so.
Sorry,
Yeah,
but the thing is,
no,
the thing with cop RP, like you said, is getting real popular for a reason. But it's one thing I've noticed, and it's happened to me too. I'm not gonna lie, I've done it. it goes from using the jail mechanic as a RP reason to punishing that person for shit RP, because this guy's killed people 5 times in a row, and I just literally caught this guy having a Slurpee in the back room at the 7-Eleven, stealing it and robbing the store. And now I'm gonna jail him for 2 times because he did it again. It's turning from such a game mechanic into a punishing tool, which it shouldn't have to be. And then that drives people away, and that ruins RP in general. You know what I mean? So I do agree with Randy with that.
Could you create some kind of like long-term, oh, you can't be that character for a hot minute?
That would be a good idea, honestly.
Like you have to have your 3 or 4 other characters to play.
I think actually Family RP has that.
Okay.
Where they will, and I think you're not allowed to play the character at all. Then
that makes sense.
Because it's like he went to jail.
Quit drinking Slurpees at the 7-Eleven. I mean,
like,
it's a lesson.
Come on, man.
Which I think is like a reasonable thing. I think people need, one of the big things that stands out for me recently is I did a bank robbery on NoPixel. I did it with Mervin and Keith and a couple other people, right? And we all met at this big baller fucking ranch mansion and came in, and gee, you were there, and fucking we all meet there and we're like talking and talking everything out and figuring everything out. Was Andre even there? I think Andre might have been there too.
I don't know if Andre was there.
But we figured all this out, and we like led up to it, and we built up to it. And I think that's one of the big things that people miss. Is like they get on the server, they're like, let's do a bank robbery. They get in the car, they drive over there, park the car in the doors, start gunning people down. They go to prison, get back out, go and do another bank robbery, right? Whereas like people that are trying to actually be realistic, like we had plans for everything. We
like
dressed
trying to create a story.
We dressed up in monkey suits so they couldn't identify us. We had one guy inside the bank on a motorcycle filling up all the bags, and then we took like all the rest of us were waiting for the cops to show up, and we ran up behind them and take the first 2 responders hostage, so that we can have that guy drive out and the rest of the cops show up and just have a hostage situation and the money's gone. Like, that's cool. There was a lot of RP leading into that, but I can also see the other side where there's a bunch of shitlords just, rob, no thought process, just, are total dinguses about it. And
if you don't have servers that have the password protection and like you have to be invited to it, that's what all those low tier servers are, 100%. Because before I got into, was it a First Start 1RP? I can't remember the name of it. Whichever one that I finally got accepted into to try out. Like it was every time I had an interaction with somebody, it's like, yo, what's up, dude? Oh, how's it going? Hey, do you want to go rob this dude?
Yeah, you want to
okay, I guess let's do that. And it's like,
all right,
3 or 4 different times with the same guy in a car. I'm like, dude, like, what is role play? Like, who are you role playing as? Like, it was interesting. But once I finally got on an actual server, it was like, whoa, okay, there's actually stories here. And even then, it was still a few guys doing the same damn thing. Yeah, like you're saying, like,
there's always going to be that. And GTA, I think, suffers from player slots. I think we can all notice that immediately. Player slots makes it very, very rough, because when you think about it, 4 people in a car, right? What? That's like an 1/8 of the server right there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd always type in all chat like, "Where is RP going down? Someone let me know, because I'm in the country and I haven't seen anybody for an hour."
Yeah, where's it yet?
One
I can't just run drugs all
event.
day.
There's 18 people, 20 people there. You're driving around in NPC land. So I think that's a huge thing. But 5M has said 64 player slots. Now, does anybody believe that though?
Well, 5M. Wait, 5.
5M.
Yes.
Did they say when it was going to be?
I don't know.
They're saying.
I don't know how that stuff works, so I believe it.
Yeah,
I mean, they just haven't announced anything.
I think that's going to be rough for them to get to that point, but who knows?
Yeah, going from 24 to 64, that's a whole 40 players. That's a lot.
Is it just their server stability that's going to have a trouble with
server stability and just the network? Their framework, I think, just cannot support that right now at all. I mean, they had to push. What, it took them half a year to go up four slots?
Yeah.
What? 8 slots? I'm sorry, 8 slots 8 slots. My bad. I almost halved them there.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? And now they're saying 64. You're going to double all of that? Okay. All right. I mean, that'd be cool. But
that would be nice.
Let's just hope for the best.
If that doesn't happen, do you think the GTA RP can keep its hype?
No.
I think there's going to be a few of the big dudes that stay on there and a few of the main stories. But people like me that are lower tier and can't get into the fun RP, it's going to be.
You're going to move to another platform, right? Why not? A new game. Because, I mean, it is what it is. Like, even like, okay, say for instance, GTA ARP, the server goes to 64, it stays at 32. Regardless of where it goes, I mean, we're waiting for Identity. We're waiting for Base RP. Another server or another game's going to come out. Another game in this topic is going to come out. And everybody, I mean, the tide's going to change. I mean, we're all getting burnt out from GTA. I mean, like Randy said, 32 slots makes a huge impact on RP. And you notice it. Because you're running around for an hour. You're trying to find somebody. Or your friend dies. You got to drive all the way back to town. And there's nobody RP.
Not enough medics ever.
Not enough medics. And when you do finally get in town, you got like 10 people talking in the group. You know?
All at the spawn zone.
All at the spawn zone, right in the garage.
All at the
just
garage,
hanging out.
all at Tequila having a
Why did you hit my car? Why did you hit my car?
Yeah.
So I like how you did bring up other games, though. And I want to segue this into that. Games that are coming out or that are out that have RP potential. So you just mentioned Identity. So let's start there. Identity... I mean, if someone else was to take, I'm just going to call it Star Citizen at this point. I mean, it's been how many years? I learned about Identity.
Identity's been on that hype train for a while.
5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Yep. And but the thing is, there's no promise of a launch date.
No.
Still. And there's no gameplay footage. There's a guy walking around in an apartment.
In his room, customizing it.
Yeah.
I don't care about.
and he has a lyric TV.
It's cool. It's cool.
I mean,
but
it is cool.
I mean,
we want to see some footage.
Yeah, we want to see more. We want to see a lot more. You've announced so much here. You've said you can do this and this. You can do this and this. This person will do this and all this other stuff. But we see that. All we see is that.
All we see is a room.
And that room.
Yeah.
Well, and my worry is, let's say they even get shit done at this point, right? Is it going to be all outdated? You know what I mean? Even if you put all this shit together, is it going to be like a fucking, thanks, I should have played this in high school. It would have been fun. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I want it to do well. Don't get me wrong. DirtyRandy wants Identity to be good. They've got a lot of stuff that they talk about that sounds great, but to me, might just be another No Man's Sky.
I understand that
that's
too.
Scary.
That made me really sad.
Honestly, I feel like everybody's saying like, damn.
Yeah, dude.
It could happen. You were right because
Full on multiplayer. Just kidding.
Yeah, because it's just like everybody knows it. Like on Twitch, we all know as viewers and the people in the podcast. All games right now thrive on hype.
Yep.
They release a video. Sure. They obviously reach out to streamers. They reach out to viewers. They thrive on hype.
That's
that
why
choo-choo train goes up.
When they release too early.
And if they release too early and they don't deliver, down they go. If they drive on hype, they give you ETA, don't come out, they drop.
You know what? One game besides PUBG that's been doing the hype thing right is Escape from Tarkov. Just making it where like just a few people get to see it and enjoy it, and it's still this big secret.
Not
to change games real quick.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
You're right.
Our boy Cotton's been killing it in Escape from Tarkov.
Escape from Tarkov is an amazing, solid game.
Yeah.
And they're doing it right.
Well, I mean, I think there's the whole DayZ people that are just craving for something that feels like that, and I think
when you shoot, the gun shoots and all the
and
it is very it's really
I imagine you're sitting there in some of those things like fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
man.
I imagine if I do play it, or when I do, I'm gonna be running around with a knife, pooping
so
myself.
It's so good.
But
it's so
good.
And it's just gotten better and better. Every week I'll jump in and play a few matches. It's just smoother and smoother every time I play it. Every time. Not yet. But that's something they plan on doing. There's global chat.
because that's a game changer. VoIP me in, and Dirty
right
Randy
right now the biggest complaint from everybody is that you can't tell anybody apart from each other, because
Oh,
when
bro.
you jump in with a squad, everybody looks the same, and not just the
Yep.
fact that your team looks the same. Bad guys, good guys, everybody's wearing the same stupid green outfit with a bald head. Good luck.
I've shot gnome.
Yeah, I'm not playing
I've shot
with
my
G.
teammates.
I'm not playing with G.
Okay.
First
of all, everybody does. I
G
start
hasn't
real
killed me
easy,
in that
so,
yet,
I mean,
so
guys, I
good.
start real easy.
With
See,
some
there's-
RP potential here, guys.
Right.
Player unknown. I
Mhm.
mean, the game is absolutely
Yeah,
huge right
It
now
is-
without
God, it
RP.
blew up.
And I mean, we're approaching that time period when Player Unknown said he was going to give people the dev tools to start modding, right?
Yeah.
So I'm fucking
Getting really
stoked.
close to it.
I mean, how fucking,
I wonder like how far they're gonna allow you to mod.
That's
Is it
what
gonna
my
be?
question
Is it
is.
gonna be like Arma RP where you can
desert map.
put a McDonald's
Mad
in, or is
Max
it gonna
just
be?
fly
No, I don't think it's gonna be that much. It's gonna be probably like
probably
map
not.
customization. You can like make
Right.
maps, change the settings for like all snipers. I mean, they already have custom tools out there.
They should just open up the damn workshop and just let us
Right?
have a field
Just open
day.
up the workshop,
And,
but-
like, good luck. I mean,
Yeah,
that would be
but-
insane.
But yeah, I think that, I mean, like Randy said, that game blew up. Like when it first came out, I'm not one for H1Z1. I don't like H1Z1. I tried, I failed. But something
Yeah.
about Pug grabbed my attention. I don't know what it was.
It's
It
the
was just
frying
like
pan. It's the frying pan.
I mean, the game's
frying pan,
addicting.
but it is addicting.
I fucking rage right now about the loot distribution. Dirty Randy thinks it's crap. All right, I want
Even right
I
now.
want to have two
Yeah, I thought-
SFGs, one in each hand, like, just mowing people down and shit. But like,
Yeah.
whatever.
You loot a whole apartment. You leave with a vest and a frying pan.
I still end up playing like 6 hours a day, and I'm like,
Yep.
God damn it, I was supposed to do laundry, and
Because
why
that's
I
what
smell
it
like
gets
shit
you.
right now.
That's
But-
how they hook you.
Yeah, exactly. But I think Player Unknown is just going to be huge.
Oh, yeah.
with RP.
Honestly,
It's not
I mean,
going
mean,
anywhere.
I think I mean,
Red
Yeah, I agree.
Dead Redemption 2, boys. Oh my God, do I want RP with that?
I'm not gonna lie, I want it too. I really
Yeah,
want
me
it.
too.
I
A
really
Wild
want it.
West RP kind of
God,
thing.
I'm about to
Oh,
raid
man.
Dirty Randy's milk farm all
Ugh.
day. I'm about to sell
Like-
all his sheep and his cattle.
I mean, you got to think, right? Rockstar notices at this point.
Mhm.
They
Oh,
got to
absolutely.
notice
They know.
that GTA is going crazy right now. So
Oh, yeah.
if they did it on their own and
Oh
let us
my
have private
God.
servers,
That
and
would be
gave
nice.
us that Rockstar stability that,
That
they
game would
can
sell
give,
out. That game would
I-
sell out.
I'll
It-
never play.
We just
another
need to get
game.
the community to
done.
just start spamming
Yeah.
Rockstar's contact emails. RP please. RP please.
Like that
Our-
game would, if any game, like Randy said, if any game, and if Red Dead has the opportunity to do it, they have the potential to do it. If they cater to role players, sold out. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing is,
It'll be crazy.
every day hundreds of people are coming to role play. Everybody's like, "What game is this? What are you doing?" You know, it's interesting. It's
Yeah.
addicting. You know,
It's totally different from anything else style of gaming out there
Yep.
right now, because
Yep.
it's not about necessarily the game. It's about what you can create in a sense. It's whose line is it anyway? That's what I think about it as. It's
Mhm.
like it's a lot of improv, but I think Red Dead could just bring crazy amount of enjoyment, refreshing RP too, because I think we've been stuck in this modern
yeah.
yeah. Oh,
modern
yeah.
and fantasy, and that's it. Those are pretty much the two RP games you get, modern and fantasy, and that's really it for the most part. The space games, nothing's really delivered. I don't
Yeah.
know any
Oh,
space
no.
game RP that's really. I mean, does anybody?
Star Citizen down the road, maybe.
Maybe if that
What-
game ever, and
Yeah.
you're probably gonna fly out into space and get shot by some guy who spent $30,000 on a Death Star.
Give me all your money.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Stop
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
guy.
That's
Give me
pretty
all your
much it.
credits.
You're just gonna fly out to like a star and just get robbed by a shitlord over there.
Yeah. Fucking spend 20 hours doing some intergalactic transport mission to get shot in the dick by
I just
some
have
asshole.
no desire to play a space
Um,
RP. I can't
Oh, my
imagine.
God. I think it could be actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, rolling the ship with Randy and JT and King, a 4-man ship.
Like
I
if,
mean,
if you're on the ship, like that kind of RP, but like having an RP as ships and like, oh my gosh. that
Well,
would
and I think
I
also
board you.
one of the problems with space
beat me up,
RP
Scotty.
is how do you do VoIP between ships? You got to have some
That's-
sort of
yeah.
weird intercom
Yeah.
shit going on.
I think
and
proximity.
Yeah.
Proximity. You know,
proximity. But proximity would be weird as shit. What, you hearing them through the hall? You know what I mean? Like,
Randy,
you got an RP
like,
that it's an intercom.
Yeah,
Everybody just talks like this.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah,
there you
okay.
Go.
Got it.
Anything's possible with your imagination.
Yeah, that's true. Now, we kind of touched on Dark and Light and Citadel. Personally, I'm going to say I think they're Conan. I don't think.
What was Conan RP for like 3 days, and then everybody gave up?
Oh, bro, yeah.
It was because of, you know, the server issues and.
But don't they
was
suffer from the
awful.
same things, and the VoIP is not that strong, is my understanding.
So bad.
Yep. I heard the VoIP is bad too.
I think survival games need to realize if you have shit VoIP, your game's gonna suck and no one's gonna play.
Yeah,
it
definitely.
So if you want to give us a survival game that's realistic, that people are gonna play like longer than 2 weeks to a month, give us some fucking VoIP, okay? Because
Minecraft. That's what I'm.
Dude, Minecraft with Mumble was fun as hell. I played the shit out of it. I was a taint wizard, and I could come to your castle and pour taint all over it, and your shit was fucked. So, you know, take that 12-year-old. And I got the fly out afterwards.
Oh, my goodness.
Word of the wise, don't play Minecraft with Dirty Randy.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Foxhole is a game that was brought to my attention by Andre. I haven't played it. I haven't looked into it that much, but I guess it's like a World War II kind of game, and people have been RPing on their own. I kind of compare it to like
isn't
a
that
Days.
RTS? It's like top down, right? You're looking from above. It's kind of like
Is it?
StarCraft. Click and go.
That's what I saw.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
That's what I was when you said about RPing in Foxhole. I was like, how do you RP in a table looking down? Like you're
you just
like
you
StarCraft.
RP as the commanders, I
Dude,
guess.
maybe Andre was trolling me, so we'll just leave that one. Let's move on to.
I was hoping you had
He
more
was
info
trolling
on
you,
that.
bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Andre probably trolled me too shapes. Player Unknown Battleground. I want to touch more on this a little bit because there's been a lot of changes, a lot of things coming in. It's going to be, I mean, it is one of the top competitive games right now, I'd say. Yep. First Person just dropped, and Dirty Randy was a huge, like, fuck first person. It's gonna suck. I'm gonna hate first person. Now all I play is first person.
Yeah, third person is dead. No, thank you.
Oh, third person. Yeah, I think I'm so tired of like somebody banging to see around the corner, then jump out and do a shotgun shot.
He's not pushing me. Let me bandage.
Let me just wait. Let me bandage. First person adds that much more suspense. I honestly think it takes more skill. Not gonna lie, more skill.
Sure.
It does. It definitely
100%.
does. Yeah.
Thank you for saying that because I have some clips later that so.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, and I feel like it honestly it feels like a whole second game. It feels like a DLC.
Yeah.
Like the game feels different. You know, it's like Division versus Battlefield. First person, third person. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's
and I think
it's different.
One thing that's huge is how building camping works in third. In third person, you got a guy goes up into a second story building. He fucking hugs his friends, nuts the butts in a little corner. And they're all looking over their shoulders out all the windows, and they can see everybody moving, and nobody can see them, right?
Yep.
And then all they do is they're like, "All right, this guy's running, and I'm gonna lean up." You know, and like it's just the lamest crap, right? But in first person, they at least have to walk out in the fucking window, be looking around, and I'm like, "Oh shit, there's some movement in that window. I'm gonna blast this asshole." So I think it makes that more even. But going into buildings, don't do it.
Oh,
you better have that shotgun
out, bro. You better be ready to go.
There, don't go in.
Don't go in. Smoke grenades in there.
They're gonna sit at a doorway and they're just gonna blast.
It just made the whole game so much more fun and rewarding when you get those kills and when you get that alpha spot and you're like, I'm charging into this building, and you get those kills. It's just like it's so much more fun.
Because I mean, you need to be more aware. I think you got to rely. Because somebody said to me, I was playing one day. Somebody said, "Oh, in third person, you don't have to rely on your audio because I mean, you can pretty much see everywhere. First person, you got to rely on your audio. You got to rely on line of sight. You got to pretty much use all your senses."
I mean, my speakers are at 86 when I play, and every time somebody coughs in their mic, I about crap myself because it's so loud.
I mean, that's something that does trigger me about PUBG, though. I wish I could turn footsteps up or something, because as a streamer, it's tough because I like to listen to music. And I think a lot of my viewers enjoy when I play music as opposed to when I'm sitting there, you know, like, you know, just not
zoned
saying
in.
anything, so zoned, so focused. and I feel like music sometimes helps in that situation. I
just have one thing
I
to
can't
say
do
about
music.
that, Randy.
I can't
Just
do
one thing to
music.
say: get good.
Get good, bro.
Yeah.
Get good,
Get good,
bro. Dang.
Oh.
Okay, we'll see you later. Okay,
I'll see you later. 1v1.
1v1 me, bro.
1v1,
1v1.
bro. Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
guys think
Yeah.
first person is going to be the new competitive?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you got what is it? Island of Nine. I'm throwing a random Island of Nine. Who here has seen Island of Nine? It is a great game. I think Randy's seen it. It's a great game. It's pretty much player unknown, a little futuristic before they had
space.
first person. I mean, they did first person before Pug did first person.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, it's a great game.
I loved it. It was so much
great.
fun. And it's
Because
alpha
it was first
stance.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
that was
the
the main
alpha
reason.
stance, it was really janky, but I mean, it was good.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's going to be awesome actually watching competitive first person. I think it'll be a lot more exciting. And like,
Yeah.
one of the things is like in the invitationals and shit, how they have the spectator view and
it's
the custom
so good.
games.
Yes.
Like, it's going to be so funny watching people like run past
beside
each
each
other.
other.
And shit. Yeah, like have no
Yeah.
idea. People just slug boying through the grass like 10 feet away from each other.
Yeah, I could see
That's gonna be good.
I could see a
Yeah.
lot of like Counter-Strike players coming to first person Pug.
Well,
I mean,
Shroud,
Oh yeah.
because it
look at
fits.
Shroud.
Yeah, we were talking
he's
about that
killing
last
it,
night.
man. Yeah, Shroud plays a lot
He was-
of Pug and he murders people. I
He
mean,
was
because
holding 33K last night.
dude, because they are the masters of first person. They have cat-like reflexes, you know. I mean,
I watched a clip of him, and I don't believe he's a human being. So
yeah, man, they're. I would never even want to be on the server with one of those guys.
we touched
Unless I
on,
was in that squad.
yeah.
we
yeah.
touched on RP mods for
Mhm.
PUBG, but I think there's another thing that we need to touch on, which is just the mods in general, because I think we've seen that the custom games have been wildly popular for
Yeah.
these
Mhm.
PUBG
Mhm.
partners,
Mhm.
particularly zombies.
Mhm.
It seems like there has been a huge amount of joy that people are getting out of these. But my question is, do you think that that's going to correlate into DayZ type of play style with the mods? Because currently there's no AI in the game,
Yeah.
Right.
right? So
I don't think so.
No.
Because
the
it
map's
would-
small enough.
Yeah. Plus, it would be dumb of them to actually. I mean, yeah, 'cause you kind of sit back and you're like, why not? You reach more demographic. I kind of reach the people who want to play with AI zombies. But when you step into a game like DayZ's territory, I think it's a no for them. It would because
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
unique right now. They're unique.
I
When you
think you'll
step-
see Wasteland
you'll see like
type
Wasteland
of stuff,
But
but
when you jump
yeah.
into like AI zombies,
no.
you kind of that's not
And,
their,
and
that's not their
for,
game.
for me
That's not what it's
being a
made for.
player that's come from a lot of those zombie style games like that, I'm over it. Like
Yeah, me too. I'm
it's
done.
it's been done. We don't need AI
Been done.
zombies. You can do plenty of survival with
Without
either
zombies.
something else like animals or something like that. I don't want that either. But
Yeah.
like just the survival of the people running across the wasteland
Yeah,
and having to
yeah.
survive, shoot deer and that kind of stuff. I mean, PUBG has a huge, like I don't know. I think they could do it.
I think they
Yeah.
could do. I honestly think they could do it. Good.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
They may have to split it off and make it another game like
I think they would
H1Z1
have
did
to.
or something like that. But I mean,
Pug survive.
That's
Pug
actually.
survive. I
Yeah.
think they could do it.
You'll see. I definitely think there'll be all sorts of games where your character persists, because I think that's going to be something that people want. You know, traveling around like in that DayZ aspect, but without the zombies. You know,
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
just driving around, living, surviving. I think there'll be a lot of that.
Kind of to interject before you go on the next subject.
Yeah.
Eddie, I wanted to just kind of talk about the whole circumference of survival games. I mean, we covered Pug, talk about H1Z1. I mean, Island of Nine. I mean, you got Escape from Tarkov. Why do you guys believe survival games are the it now? Because I mean, we've seen it. If you every dev company that's popping up, green company that pops up is making a survival game. Why do you think this is the genre right now that's on the top? Because it is. You know what I mean? You got third person, first person shooting in it, plus you got survival actors. That's the three worlds in there.
well, I can tell you for me, and if anybody has seen my content, it's all about making the other person cry. And like, there's just something rewarding about spending an hour getting all the gear and the stuff and the silencer and sitting in that corner and watching that dude that's been there for 10 hours and just sneak out and be like, blam, all your stuff's mine. Go cry home and flip your desk over. I mean, it's just like, it's
Yeah.
so rewarding. And
Yeah,
not to
get
say that
wrecked,
that's the only
dude.
point
GG.
of those games, but it's like,
Well, now
Just-
you guys know.
Oh yeah, don't play with me. No, I'm kidding. Just that
Yeah.
the sweat and anguish of those games is just real for me, and that's why a lot of people don't play them at the same time. But
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
I love it. That's why I love survival games.
It's immersion. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
it's
it's
immersion
immersion.
for me.
Mhm.
Survival is it's the best games to RP in. So that's a huge thing for me. But then additionally, there's just so much to grind,
Hmm.
but without the monotony of AI.
Yeah.
Because with
Yeah.
humans, anything can happen. You know,
Yeah,
that's true, that's
you
true.
might go
Yeah.
out
Absolutely.
and you might get shot by one dude, and then there's some white knight motherfucker that swoops in, kills that guy, picks you up and bandages you, and then runs off into the day playing
Yeah.
a ukulele. You know, like shit, crazy shit happens in
Yeah.
survival games. That
So you must have
like,
played Rust.
well, exactly.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
There
Like,
you go.
but moments like that are what make those games. And I think players need to realize that, and just being like one of the most unoriginal things you can do in a video game with, in that genre is kill someone. Anybody can kill anybody else
Makes
in a game
sense.
like
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
Being able to, because when you kill someone, that experience ends. There, it's
Yeah.
done.
I think right now you're kind of
That's
like
it.
tying into like RP, which kind of does overlap into. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
In content, though, even in
Yeah,
content,
yeah,
when you
I agree.
die, like that experience with that person is done. You can't showcase anything more. And I think
Except their base that I'm about to raid. That's what
Yeah,
I would
well,
showcase.
yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. But you
No,
know
I
what
get
I
what you're
mean?
saying, yeah.
Like,
And
I
I
think
totally agree.
people need to try to be more unique. Is all I'm
I
saying.
agree. Like have an experience. What you're saying.
Yeah.
Like
You
take
can
the
still kill
person,
people, but maybe take
their
them to your
gear,
cage.
take them
and
to your
you're
cage.
cannibals. And you
But
have
I think
fire
like
from
Glitch
the
vampires.
said,
cage,
that really
and you
goes
burn
towards
them.
RP though, because a lot
Yeah.
of people want to watch Counter-Strike for killing people. Nobody's going to RP. I know that's not what you're saying,
True,
but as far
true.
as like Ark Survival Evolved, I mean the sole purpose for us playing in that game was to
Vibe.
build up our base,
Mhm.
get everybody else
Yeah.
mad at us, and go steal all their stuff, and that's
Yeah.
how we played. And people would
Yeah.
get so mad. Why do you only raid? Why do you? It's like go play in a PVE server if you
But-
want.
Yeah.
You want to
I
RP.
would argue that
Yeah.
the biggest streamers now, whenever a game comes out like that, are playing on RP servers.
And is that because RP is huge right
Summit?
now?
Well, I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, even in Conan, I wouldn't say that RP was at a super high point at Conan, but still Summit and Lyric and Shorty and all those guys
It's
were playing on RP servers
it's
because the content is more unique.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, you could look at Armor 3, even look at Armor 2. There's RP servers out there. It's an old game.
Yeah.
The only reason a lot like Gmod, a lot of reasons these games are even still alive and kicking is because of RP. RP, if you look at the grand spectrum of RP, endless possibilities. It's like the game that never ends. It's like DLC after DLC after DLC.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
From
That's
the minds of the players.
Yeah, from the minds of players. You could the in-game mechanics, that's one thing. Now let's expand that and use our imagination, and we could literally do anything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You don't even need that. You don't even need that mechanic or that skin in game. You could just imagine it. And I feel like you guys said, RP is blowing up. I mean, on Twitch,
Absolutely.
RP was really small back in the day when we were like me and Randy were kind of doing. Randy's been role playing for a long time. And
I mean,
RP
when I was RPing in World of Warcraft, people were like, RP nerds, you neckbeards. You know what I mean?
yeah. What are you doing? Yeah. What's with the
Now
voices?
look at me.
Yeah.
Now look at me,
Yeah.
assholes.
I think every day, like people come in the streams. I'm sure my stream, Randy's stream. They're like, "What are you playing? What is this?" In a role play,
Yeah.
you explain it to them, and it literally opens a whole new world for a
It
game.
broadens the
Yeah,
horizon.
but I feel like those communities eventually segregate themselves within the game though, because like I was saying, people crying about us not role playing. It's like you're in a PvP server that we're allowed to do whatever we want. There's plenty of RP servers for that, and then people would go do that, and then they quit crying about it. But I think also that game was pretty new too, so it hadn't segregated itself yet. But I think with like battlegrounds and stuff, if they have a survival thing, they're definitely going to have RP servers versus just survival servers, because I mean you're coming from a battle royale game and everybody's going to be used to doing that. And it's just going to be a lot of tears.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to move into our next thing. I wanted to talk about Dauntless a little bit. The game's kind of big right now. It looks really interesting to myself, but I have not played it. Have any of you guys gotten a chance to play it yet at all?
I actually tried.
I've just seen the trailer.
I tried to sign up for the partner program this last week at work, and I didn't get in. But it looks good. It actually looks really good.
Yeah,
it looks fun.
You know what we can
I
do?
think
We
it
actually-
looks fun, but do you think it's a good streaming game? Because it seems like you just kind of kill bosses over and over again.
I mean,
It's kind of like I enjoyed playing Fortnite, but
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's
those
just-
kind of games
it's
you
really
have to play
repetitive.
play as a community or play with your friends. I mean, it is what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
is what it is.
it look. Is it just boss battles though? Is that
It
what
looks
it is?
like
and you
it.
just
It's just-
and you just hack off the
Honestly, don't
limbs of the
know.
monsters and then like raise them up like you're a fucking nomadic barbarian going crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Like
Yeah.
the replayability doesn't seem like it's there
It's
to
still-
like stream this for 6 months and be
well,
like, all right,
and
play
how
through the
many
game once.
bosses can they possibly have?
Yeah, and somebody did point out that it's still an alpha, so anything could happen.
Yeah.
what we-
Okay, I
what
didn't
we
know
could
it was
do
still
is
an alpha.
We could drop a trailer for chat if you guys want to, so everybody's kind of on the same page.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Drop
yeah.
a trailer. Let's do
this
that.
it just came out, so make sure it's the right trailer.
But I think those games are fun to spice up your content, though. If you wanted to do a full long playthrough
yeah,
for
yeah.
a YouTube or for you streamers that on Sundays, I'm gonna beat whatever
Yeah.
game it is.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah, I
those
think
games.
that's
for that
what-
kind
It
of
adds
stuff,
variety, adds variety. All right, we're gonna show the clip. All right, guys, so we're gonna show Dauntless. This is the game we're all talking about. Check it out.
Hunting a behemoth is to challenge savagery itself. In the Shattered Isles, nothing is given. If you're going to slay a behemoth, you'll need to become something savage too. If one is to survive, power must be taken.
This is not the trailer I saw.
Same here.
And the smiths of Ramsgate will forge raw power into legend. Take up your blade, Slayer, and fight ice with fire.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
I mean,
So-
I'm not gonna lie. That made me want to play it.
Yeah,
I'm-
that did.
It looks good. It really does.
So we
Yeah.
got third-person melee Borderlands, basically.
So yeah, it's pretty much Monster Hunter, but more cartoonist. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody play Monster Hunter? I haven't. I've seen gameplay.
I never
I've
did.
seen it
but-
from back
like
in the
a
day.
fun game.
Yeah, a
It
long
looks
time
like a
ago.
fun-
Isn't there like 12 of them?
Yeah.
There's like so many.
I mean, I
something
would
like that.
100% log into this game with you guys and
I
just
totally
bash
would.
the
I
shit
totally
out
would.
of some
Yeah.
monsters if we
Yeah,
can at some
I
point.
think that's a game just kind of play as a community or play as a team. I don't think this might sound bad. Sorry, devs or anybody out there that plays the game. This is a game that's kind of like in this environment, especially on Twitch. It's very noticeable. It's one of those one-offs. You play it for like a week or two. You beat the game.
Yeah, you're not
and then
gonna.
you-
You're not.
and then
Yeah.
Yep, you go right
Yeah.
back
On
onto
your spare
RP, whatever
time,
game.
you
Yep.
can grind
Yep.
it out if that's your
Yep.
thing, but
Yep.
it's not going to be good
But-
for.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is now for YouTube though, I'd say it's better because you can do a video for each boss.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And every
Yep.
new boss, if
Yep.
you're the big dude in that community, you do a new video, and you're like, "This is how I beast it with my Dick for Ranger." You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So,
I
Yeah.
don't know what that is.
Not familiar.
Yeah,
but yeah,
right?
I think it looks cool. But I wanna go into our next game though. We talked about it before. Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, this
Oh,
game
man.
looks incredible.
I can't wait.
Oh my god! Like, can we just get the trailer so
Yeah, I
I can
got you.
just like it's even the trailer is fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I'll show the trailer. Did they come out with a new one? Because I'm looking at the Rockstar
I have
Games.
one linked here. You want me to link?
Yeah,
I have all
yeah.
of them linked in.
Is this the one with the multiple? Yeah, drop it to me on Discord.
I will say, that Rockstar is one of those companies that doesn't BS you in your trailers, which is nice.
I
Right.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So many other
Honestly-
games like this is gonna look so sick, and you're like, wah, wah.
Honestly, Rockstar never fails to deliver.
Yep.
No,
Never,
they're-
never fails to deliver. I
They're
mean,
good at what they do.
I mean, Grand
They-
Theft Auto
they
5
put
has
so
been out
much
forever,
attention.
and they're dropping content after content after content, and people buy it and people play. It's a fun game.
Oh
So
yeah.
I have high hopes for this game.
I
have
mean,
high hopes.
personally, I think they could have done a lot more with GTA 5. I think they really could have.
Oh,
I
bro,
think they could have embraced online a lot more. But I'm
Yeah.
hoping that they do that with Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, just you look at their game and having RP'd in it so much recently, you just notice the small things about the AI
Oh,
that
yeah.
that
Oh,
make
yeah,
you
yeah.
immersed
Yeah.
in the world. That's just it's not like AI have hand predominancy.
They're right and left. Are
Yeah.
you serious?
It's,
They're right
it's
I honestly didn't know that.
unbelievable. Yeah.
Like
So you just follow like AI around, like GTA.
Have
mean,
you not seen any of
you
the
could-
videos, Glitch,
I
of
have.
like people just only focusing on like following
Yeah.
one dude around the
I actually
street or like
haven't.
following a cat? Like it's
So
hilarious.
they got like their own personalities and
they
stuff.
have
and
Unbelievable.
so
Yeah.
much.
I didn't know that.
It's
I had,
very
yeah, I had no clue.
how
I
much
just usually
they
like
put
accidentally
into
run one over
personalities.
or like that's
You,
about it.
yeah,
but-
usually
Mine
we're
was never
talking
an
about for
accident.
not buying our heroin, but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. All right, you want me to drop a quick video of Red Dead so everybody can know? what we're talking about? All right,
let's
cool.
do that.
All right, guys, I'm gonna drop a trailer off YouTube. Red Redemption. Here we go.
Oh,
Listen to me. When the time comes, you gotta run and don't look back. This is over.
All 2017. That is. Oh, could you imagine the role play of that?
It just
Riding
makes
a
it so
horse?
hard.
Hold up, hold
I'm
up.
like,
So
I'm
this
down,
will
bro.
need to have to work on my southern accent a little
Yes,
bit.
me too.
this was
I mean, I
brought
already
up
got a
little
southern
bit.
accent, so I'm good. Yeah, man.
Is it coming out for PC? That's the biggest
Oh,
question. Like I've heard
yeah.
that it's only.
Somebody said
console.
in chat that
There's-
it was coming
I'll
out
fucking
for.
buy a
Do
console
that.
for that shit.
I will do it. I will do it. Well,
I
okay,
would.
wait.
I don't even know
But-
if one haven't since PlayStation
RP
2.
though. There's no RP on console though.
Yet.
I mean,
Eh,
dude, I'll RP by myself with the AI in that game. Okay,
hold on, let me see.
It's a beautiful
I'll
game.
play
Yeah.
single game and RP the whole way through. Fucking God, it looks so good.
It really does.
Oh, we got some bad news. So it's not initially releasing on PC, but
I mean,
there
that's
is
what
a
they did with
petition.
GTA though.
There
It's,
is a
it's the same thing
petition.
they did.
Yeah, yeah.
It was 360, then Xbox
Yeah.
One, then PC,
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
And,
I
and
thought
when
they-
they
yeah, I thought
released
they
it
did
for
do that.
PC, they gave heists also.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like Rockstar is doing this on purpose to draw the
Well, yeah.
hype. I mean, they
And
did
that
it with GTA. You know,
Well-
they string us along.
Well,
PC
it's
players want the
smart,
game.
honestly.
Yeah, it's very
It's smart
smart.
because
Very smart.
Yeah.
you get one big advertising boost when it drops and hits consoles, and there's a big stream. Everybody streams it. Then like a month later, 2 months, 3 months, whatever they decide down the road, like boom, another big burst when it hits PC.
Oh yeah, that's how they string people along, and then more sales. you
Yeah.
know? More sales. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
And then
But
they introduce RP, and then they get a whole bunch more sales.
I just think it has so much potential in
But
so
oh,
many
definitely.
different ways. I
Yeah.
really hope that they focus on the online version of this game more.
Yes, please.
because
please.
You could have so many things like people being cattle ranchers and people being fucking
Mhm.
brothel owners and workers.
Outlaws, bank managers,
Outlaws.
sheriffs.
You could have like the soldier
Coaches.
people that live
Uh-huh.
up in a little fucking
Uh-huh.
area, the cavalry or whatever
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
it's called,
Yeah.
Indians, fucking all kinds of shit.
Somebody's been
It'd be
watching
awesome.
Hell on Wheels a little bit.
Yeah, Hello Wills, yeah. Yeah,
That's all I want, dude. Me saying Dirty Randy out there on the road with 2 fucking.
I call Bohan and.
Can you
Slick
imagine
lad.
Dirty Randy out there? Oh my god! But yeah, the game has so much potential for role play.
Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, if they make it even close, a fraction of what GTA Online is, or GTA as the world, oh, they have it. It's gonna be golden. It's gonna be golden.
Oh god, it just
Like,
has
you know.
so much potential in every way. Single player is gonna be great.
Oh,
Play
yeah.
the single
Oh,
player.
yeah.
Play whatever online version they have of it. I'll probably enjoy at least for a little bit. If they put a lot of work into it, I will never leave my house ever again. I'll get a catheter and I'll start ordering Amazon food.
Amazon kind of read it, but Amazon's actually thinking about sending you pre-made food. Anybody hear about this?
Please do.
I do, yeah.
I mean, they just bought Whole Foods,
Yeah.
so they
I'll
can
eat
do
it
whatever they
because
want.
They're gonna
Get
send
this
you
answer.
pre-made food. You just open it up, reheat it.
I used
mean,
to work at Amazon, so I've heard
You know all about it. You know,
So-
dude, spill the beans, bro. Spill the beans.
Get that
Come on.
juice.
I mean, you don't
Man,
work for real, spill the beans, G.
It's gonna be disgusting, man. I promise you.
I'm gonna be loving it. I'm gonna be loving it.
The
Let's
highest
go
salt
in
content of all time.
Yeah.
to Anthem, because I think Anthem,
Anthem.
is now
Oh.
with this. I have a video for it. Now the thing is the video is really
All right, send it to me.
long. You might want to cut through parts of
Okay.
it, just kind of show little parts of it so people can get an idea. But I mean, watch the beginning. The opening is shit your pants worthy. Okay, I mean this game looks incredible. They showed it at E3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Think of I would
I'll
say
get
think
into
of,
my concerns
yeah,
afterwards.
think of like Warframe mixed with like mech suits and put into one. That's what this game. It's like a love
be
child.
interesting.
And it looks amazing.
Gundam, baby. That's all. It's
Gun-
like
yeah.
the closest to being Gundam, that I can
Gundam
get.
Wing. But the scary thing is will it deliver? Because this
Well,
the
well,
gameplay
that's
footage
what-
looks
Yeah,
beautiful.
let's watch
Beautiful.
it because there's some things I
Yeah.
want to point out. Like I want to see the rockets
Mhm.
shooting. I want to
All
see
right.
that part of it if we can, because that was one of the things that I have a question about.
Hi, I'm John Warner, game director for Anthem.
I actually have seen this. It looks really good.
It looks so good.
Hey, questionable right there.
It definitely looks beautiful.
Freelancer.
Frag sling.
Listen. There's trouble. Big trouble.
What did you do?
I made a mistake. I hired some people. They weren't freelancers. I know. They said they could handle it, and the price was right. I thought maybe.
Unbelievable.
You're right. It was stupid. I'm sorry. But they're still out there. Somewhere. If you could just bring them back. Anything you need. I'm just grabbing some supplies.
As they head out on an expedition.
Hey, Paul. You ready to go?
I'm just grabbing some supplies. Just about ready.
What are you gonna use today?
I decided to go with the Colossus.
I'm gonna use my Ranger. Try out some new upgrades.
It looks very comfortable.
How do you squeeze in that?
Baby oil?
Lots of lube, baby. Lots of lube.
Amazon sells 50-gallon tubs of lube.
Every player will own
Straight
an
to your
array
door,
of
Randy.
exosuits we call Javelins. These suits give players superhuman capabilities and are heavily customizable so they look and play how you want.
Bam. Looking good. Nice. You've got a mortar equipped.
Yeah, I got it on the weekend. You lead the way, I'll follow.
This is a vast open world you explore with your friends. Each Javelin exosuit has its own
Like,
unique
I just have
playstyle.
so many questions
The
about this
Ranger is
game.
Yeah.
balanced.
I have
all
so
purpose,
many fucking
while the
questions
Colossus
about
is
this
a
game.
tanking powerhouse.
It reminds me of
Let's see what's
something
up here.
Horizon. What was that PS4 game?
I want to use all our supplies on this guy.
Event Horizon or something?
Yeah, he seems like a problem for another day.
This is the part that I was sold on right here.
I'll go low. You flank.
Sold. Take my money.
Hang in there. Almost there. Have you been in there yet?
I haven't. We should do that later with Kim.
You can equip your Javelin exosuit with gear that brings devastating power to combat.
Oh, there are a lot of scars down there. Oh, the scars have a heavy.
Time to use that mortar. Damn, give me some covering fire. There's a bunch more coming in.
Okay, I'll get this round.
I like mortars. Just so many questions. Like, why didn't they show us from the perspective of the person
Good.
shooting the mortar? I would have liked to see that.
Okay, actually, let's get some more people. Hold on a sec.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, what's happening?
I
Right behind you.
I just feel like a lot of this game, like what they showed us, is all just, I mean, this is so scripted, so catered, exactly. And I wonder so much how open this world really is. Because all I see is them running on paths
storm is
right
getting
now.
crazy.
I want to point that out, that there is a lot of running on paths for this game to
what
be
I'm supposed to do.
supposedly me
Fly
being
into it?
able to fly wherever the fuck I want to go in this crazy open world in so many different
right,
ways.
let's do
I feel
this.
like that's kind of a lie.
On the
And
other side.
additionally, the voice acting. Is it really going to be that consistent?
Our story is out there.
Is there going to be that much of it? And I mean, obviously, that there's voice acting in just this crew. This crew of players that are playing right now are voice actors. I want to point that out. Like, you're not going to get into the game and some guys can be like, yeah, Rhino Paul here, ready to lock and load. Let's stay frosty, boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, unless
Yeah.
you're playing with a bunch of fucking RPers, okay? Like, voice
Let's do it.
actors or people
Let's
like
do it.
that. Or just some wild friends that are like that.
Yeah.
But I just... I don't know what to think off that because
You know
it looks so fucking good
Like,
and I
you
get
know-
so hard and then I go, wait, let's go back to reality. What the fuck is going
Okay,
on?
you know what that
Yeah.
reminds me of? I don't mean to put a damper on anybody's parade, but that reminds me of the Division. If you look at the Division,
Ugh.
if you watch the Division gameplay, scripted just like that to the T.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
BT.
I
Going down
remember.
a path, going to select building, going to that building, that's it. And I'm gonna go back to what Randy said about the whole path. They say you can explore the whole universe and the planet you're on. Everywhere they went, I
It was
mean, even
just-
when they went underwater, it was a
Yeah.
it was a straight away.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, you were supposed to go this way. I mean, the edges of the walls were raised up. It doesn't look like you kind of just go where you want to go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, that
You
is
know what
the
I mean?
world, G. That's the whole world.
that's
That
the whole-
path.
I think we need more before we can say anything else.
Mhm.
This
Yeah,
is,
you're
it's
right.
like the same thing as identity here at this point. It's like, sure, maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but we don't have enough yet at this point. It looks amazing. Hopefully they release it on time. Hopefully it knocks my socks off, but I don't think we can really say.
I'm
Randy, have you
Some
played
people-
Wildlands?
It's
Outlands? No.
Or
I
Wild-
don't.
Wildlands.
Wildlands.
Ghost Recon.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I haven't.
I wonder if it's going to be like that, where you can
Yeah.
enjoy it with friends and then go do missions
And
and
you
stuff.
can pick
Because
what missions you,
there's no way it's going to be like GTA open world, like
No.
amazing planet.
No.
I mean, there's
No.
no way.
just
No
nobody
way.
can create a game
No.
like that yet. I mean, that's
Yeah.
going to be unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, that I guess the bright side of what you're saying is we're looking forward to another Ghost Recon, but in the futuristic world.
Hopefully. I mean,
I
we'll
hope
see.
so.
with some mech warrior shit. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. When he jumps off
Destiny
that cliff and turn on those boosters, take
Oh.
my money.
Okay.
It looks amazing.
I love mech games. I love mech.
But even look at the
I
combat,
love
G.
mechs.
Even look at the combat. Oh, there's a bunch of things pouring at us. Let me hold down one button while my thing
That's
targets
true.
everything and then
That's
fires.
And it kills
Oh, they're all
everything. Yeah,
dead.
that's-
Oh, here's my mortar.
But that's what I'm saying. Very, very scripted. And I mean, if that's
Yeah.
the combat and it takes that long to get from point A to point B from each mission, I'm good. I don't want to.
Well, no.
I mean, it's just going to be so story driven. Like
Yeah.
all those games in that kind of genre are very much. Here's Sergeant so and so. Let's walk through all the grunts talking and training before we get to the mission. Oh no, we got bombed. Like that.
Yeah.
All the
And
single player
you
stuff
guys
is like
played
that.
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh, not the new one. I played the
The
old
new one.
Not the new one.
It was garbage.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
It was garbage, and that's what I worry about with this game, because there's a right way to make things difficult, and there's a wrong way to make things difficult. And I think that's something with games like that need to get right, because if you make all the combat like that, where it's so spread out that I can just use these rockets every time that they show up and just kill everything like that, it's going to be boring. But if you make it like Mass Effect Andromeda, where you're like, the only reason this is difficult is because the fight takes half an hour because the thing has so many fucking hit points that it's just not fun.
Yeah.
Like I was bored in the first 10 minutes and I'm only a fucking third of the way through, and I really hope it's not like that.
You had to get that middle gun. You got to get the right
that balance. Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard. Honestly, I mean, it's kind of off the subject, but honestly, I feel like it's kind of, as gamers, kind of branch off that, we're kind of spoiled,
Oh, we definitely are.
We're spoiled. Like, so many games come out and they're so easy to access, and they're
Spoiled, and we're ripped off though, because half of them they sell us. They don't do anything afterwards. They just sell us the game and then crap it.
Yeah,
that's the sad thing about early access and Kickstarter, is that like they can put out this bang up awesome trailer, dump 300K from the community, and then be like, we didn't deliver. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's no repercussions really.
Yep. Yeah. You got to filter through that garbage, but
yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Destiny 2, guys. Let's go ahead and move into that. I mean, it's gonna be huge. Destiny, it still is one of the top games on Twitch.
Have you guys played the beta?
I have not played the beta yet.
I haven't played the beta, but I was really on the edge about it for a while. But I think I am gonna play it in the end. I think I am.
I'll definitely play it.
Honestly, I want to buy it. Like, I'm sold. Like, I've been wanting to play Destiny since it came out, and I was so close to buying a PS4 just to play Destiny, the new one coming out.
Yeah,
I'm sold, and I mean, if you guys want to play it together, you guys can buy it. We can play it together. You know what I'm saying?
Did you play the first one?
I never played the first one because I didn't have a console. I had a PC.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
It came out really late.
The Division had the same issue that Destiny did. Is for me, I can't dump 20 hours a day into a game, so I can't grind, and you can't drop loot for your friends. And maybe that's just a personal thing, but it was definitely a game where grinding rewarded players.
Yeah.
And so that's very rough for me as someone that can't grind in a game. So that's why I'm not really that hyped for Destiny 2, unless they make it where
I'll grind. I'll poop my pants. I'll get dirty for the fucking cup, baby. Give me the crown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into PvP and I'm gonna have the golden gun from GoldenEye. Just everybody just
once
die and shoot him in the toe. He dies.
Yeah.
That's a goal, right? We did have a trailer for it. I don't think we really need to play the trailer, honestly. I think everybody's seen Destiny 2.
Yeah,
and
I think everybody
doesn't even have any gameplay, despite the fact that it says it's a gameplay trailer. So I think screw that.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty much, if you haven't seen the trailer, picture Destiny 1 and then add new content to it.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
it is what it is.
That is what it is. Yeah.
Bunch of aliens and space rangers shooting lasers at each other.
But it looks good. But it
I'll
looks
link
good.
it in your chat, G.
Yeah.
Just so if people do want to watch the trailer that we have for Destiny 2, you're more than welcome. Oh shit!
Yes. Purge.
He got timed out. He got it timed out. I'll drop it. Send me the link. I'll drop it. Oh, also, sorry to interject. I kind of want to step back into RP. Somebody was talking about chat. How many of us here have role played in No Pixel in Armor 3?
Yeah.
So apparently, I don't know if you heard the news, that server went kaput. It's done. It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone now.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone. Yep.
They just have the GTA server now. I mean, nobody was playing on it, G. There was like, last time I looked, I saw like 5 people on the server, and I said, what the fuck are they even doing?
They're hanging out. They're hanging out, man. Yeah. I heard, I'm not gonna say it, I heard it got to the point where, and this is why I kind of go back to this whole thing of like this mental comfortable state people get in role play. They go from like people when they first jump in, I'm about to make stories, I'm about to do this, I'm about to have this, and then they kind of enter this, they get in, and sounds bad, some people can't role play, they need to learn. They jump in, they kind of enter this whole, well, I want to rob a bank. They rob a bank, and then they go to jail, and they're like, I don't do it anymore, so I'm just gonna stand in the corner and talk with a group of 10 people and just hang out, you know. And that's what happened in that server. It kind of hit this point. I think Randy, you left before I did, right? Or was it before or after?
Yeah, a little bit before.
I mean,
I spoke out a lot about how I think cop role play, you got to be very careful with it.
Yeah.
And I think when you give too much power to the cops, you got to look at everything balanced. People want cops because cops are enjoyable, and they make pretty much the most of a lot of experiences.
Yep.
But if you have cops that are bad seeds, they can really, really fuck up a lot for people
in this
enjoyment in the game, because nobody wants to be flexed on in a video game. I don't want to flex on. Get off work to come home and fucking play fucking Arma.
Put on that virtual tool belt.
Virtual nuts in
yeah,
my mouth,
yeah. But I kind of,
my dick.
It kind of ties into that too. I think it kind of branches out on the mentality of, let's just say, authority on RP servers. I feel like a lot of people get so sucked into, I mean, I get sucked into G. Sometimes I'm like zoned in on G, you know, it's like a part of me, and so many people get sucked into this authority. And I could honestly, I think of roleplay servers as a social experiment. Roleplay is literally a social experiment live, and you can see it, how people want to act, how people feel. And one thing which is really pronounced on is magnified is when people are cops. I've seen some questionable cop RP. There's a point where, like, you know, the cop pulls you over.
Guy, he's a criminal, right? But he's despicable.
Yeah, you know,
he's
disgusting.
Dude, in real life, I work at the Red Cross. It's like fucking every weekend, and I see kids.
Why you yelling at me? I'm sorry, you know.
Yeah.
And like I've seen cops that legit treat other RPs I've seen cops treat RPers when they do crime like it's like they don't want them to do crime. Like, bro, chill, step back. The reason you're a cop is because there's crime. Don't get upset if somebody's committing crime. You would not be a cop.
You'll lose your job.
Yeah,
we're gonna cut back.
You know,
not making any money from arrests.
Yeah, look at the Mounties. They don't have fun because there's no crime in Canada.
They just sit around and drink milk out of a bag.
Yeah. Because the biggest crime was the maple syrup heist.
Dude, that was actually pretty big. It
was. I don't know if it's 98, but people robbed a lot of maple syrup, boys. That's how you get rich in Canada.
See, that was the cover. It wasn't actually the syrup.
That's pretending to be someone isn't. Yeah, and and the thing is, and also another point someone made in chat is the thing is, like, you know, RP isn't pretending to be somebody. It's pushing the story. Because we could all jump in and be like, oh, my name is, you know, G. Wilkins, or, you know, Ken Jackson, or I'm DirtyRandy, or, you know, somebody's character. That's only one step. You jump in the server, changing your voice and saying you're somebody else and having a backstory is not RP. It does not stop there. Character evolution, character development is RP.
That's what people need to learn.
And the minute you stop, like I walk up to people and be like, hey, tell me your backstory. You know, where are you from? I moved here. I'm running away from crime. Okay, cool. But that person doesn't tell me anything about their day-to-day. They don't tell me about, there's no evolution. Every day I hop in and see that person, they're the same person doing the same crime.
People need to also deal with, I'll just say, adversity better in RP, in a sense of, like, for example, DirtyRandy. I've had a hand cut off. I had my dick cut off. I had, you know, like, all kinds of shit happen to my character. But you know what I didn't do? They cut my dick off in RP. I think that's inappropriate. You know what I did? I went to the medics and I said, that crazy bitch cut my dick off. Give me a fucking cyber dick because I need to get back on set.
Yeah.
RP
Right?
scenario.
It's
about
about
it. I
rolling
don't
with the
give a
punches.
shit.
It's about rolling with the punches.
It's a
And
virtual
very,
fucking character.
yep.
I still have a dick.
No.
You know what I mean? It's like
No.
I didn't see it, Randy.
Rip, there's my stream. No,
Can you
but
show it
it's
again, please.
oh no, but no, but the thing is, he makes a good point. Is people don't roll with the punches, and I'm not gonna lie, I've suffered from. I think as role player, we all suffer from it. I'm an okay role player. Every single time you role play, you learn more and more about your character, how to tolerate, how to evolve stories, how to roll with the punches. And there's been some times where somebody's coming to my story, completely messed it up or made it focus on them, which I'm like, well, there that goes. But then I realize it's about rolling with story. But on the other spectrum, you got to realize if you're coming to someone's story, please honor that story.
Yeah.
Don't try to cut it to an end by being a douche. Think about everybody's story, you know? And I've seen this so much on, I'm not even gonna say on a server, every server I've been on, Arma and GTA. Not Arc yet, but there are people that don't respect other story. And I'm not talking to the point where you're like, I see DirtyRandy doing a story with Mervin, I'm just gonna sit back and kind of be a passenger. But help that story, help drive that story, add content to that story. Don't destroy the story, you know? And if you don't want it,
people have the mentality of they just want to be in the scene.
yeah, they want to be in the spotlight, you know? And I've seen it and I've come across it. Like someone would, I'm having a conversation and someone just run up and literally take over the whole conversation. They won't ask, how's your day going? They won't ask, but in the conversation, help out the conversation and drive the story. They'll literally take over the situation and make it into their own situation, which is like,
And it's hard as someone that doesn't RP a whole lot, so I don't have much experience getting into that. But from my standpoint, I couldn't imagine jumping into somebody's story and like taking it over. But I'm sure that happens for me. It's like hard. It's hard to come up with a story when someone's like, "Hey, what's going on, man? Oh, doing pretty good. So like, where are you from?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." But I've got my like 7 lines of backstory, and then they ask more questions. It's like, dude, you got to give me 3 seconds to like work in my brain for a second. It's rough for some of us starting out doing that stuff. So I totally get that. But man,
you really gotta have honestly, like when before you ever get on an RP server, I think you gotta sit down for an entire day and be like, who is this character? Because otherwise you are gonna come up short. And that's what happens in RP so much is you see people, which I kind of showcased that a little bit with the one character I played on No Pixel. His name was Bob Smith. And my whole joke was, hi, my name's Bob Smith. I like PBR. I like hanging out with my friends. I like playing football. Like, that's just you, dude.
Yeah.
That's just you. That's not a character, okay?
Your
name is Bob Smith in real life, I bet. And I bet you do drink PBR, you son of a bitch. And all you do is watch football on Sunday and Monday or whatever the fuck it's on.
Yeah.
Like, RP is not that, okay? RP is something like, being unique, doing
it's the whole picture. And it goes... it goes from, like you said, RP is not just talking. RP is actions, character. Like G, for G has a specific traits. He has characteristics about him. I've developed characteristics, it says whippersnapper. He has traits and tails. That is what roleplay is. It's like you're a human being. We all have our traits. We all have our characteristics. We all have our, things we like to do and things we hate. Phobias, likes, dislikes, loves, and fears. That right there creates a character, and that creates depth. Can you imagine if everybody in the server did that? Oh Lord, even with 30 people, it would create so much content. And that's I honestly think that's what it's suffering. Not so much the player count, it's suffering from the quality of the player, And as an admin, it's really hard to it's hard to push that. And I think Raging Rabbits, good to see you, G. Every admin suffers from that because they want to induce and they want to create that environment, but they don't want to push too hard where it's like you have to, because then people are like, you can't control my RP, you can't tell me how to RP. But it's like, gee, learn how to RP, let's go.
And it's like keeping the people that don't know how to RP as well out will make the server suffer, especially on non-peak times. When you go in, there's only 2 people RPing, and it's like, okay, this sucks. I can't RP with this dude for 4 hours. And maybe you guys can because you're bigger into it. But it's just like
in things like family RP all the time, where there's a window for that server pretty much that you can play. And then a lot of the time, they're like, if you're early EU, there's nobody around. You know what I mean? Because because people all get on at the same. Because one of the things in RP is like G's saying, there's only gonna be so many people that have arc storylines that are the big storylines that people gravitate to on the server. So what happens is the player base gravitates to the time slots that those players play at, just naturally. So then you end up with these big dead pocket portions of the day where those big storyline people aren't around. So people say, well, fuck RP, even if I'm on, I'm just going to be driving gold or driving a truck. So it's very hard for people that stream during those time zones on those servers. But and
I think
go ahead.
And I think another topic, sorry to cut you out, is I was talking to Raging Ravage about this. You guys know Raging Ravage, he's one of the community members for RP First, great server. They have an ARC server and a GTA server, hashtag not sponsored. No, but there's so many, like you said, there's so many styles of RP. But that doesn't negate the fact of being a good role player, being a good role player, being a bad role player. You got people that like to do Second Life to the point where they're like, let's eat together, let's sleep in the same room together, let's get married, let's be boyfriend and girlfriend, let's get divorced. Like, I'm talking, we've seen it on Armored 3. You know, people will.
There's a lot of relationship RP, and I think it's a big thing that people watch now, which is something I've never been into.
I can't do it.
The only relationship RP I've ever RP'd was Keith. Keith Dave and I got married. We robbed a bank and held hostages, and our demand was a diamond ring for the hostages and a priest. And we got married at the bank robbery. We tried to peel out. I got arrested, and there was no fucking honeymoon. So, I mean, other than that, I just feel like it's cringe as fuck.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do it. And also, I'm going to be honest, a lot of what people RP relationships becomes reality when you spend 12 hours a day,
I've seen it.
RPing as you and this person are something. It becomes that blurred line song. Okay.
And like Glitch said with Second Life, it kind of starts feeling like that stuff where people like spend their entire lives working on something. This is supposed to be like a TV show.
This is supposed to be like, you're supposed to hear role play, but the thing is
that's why I shy from it at all times. Yeah, I don't want anybody in my real life to ever feel like I'm I've seen crossing that line, and I feel like a lot of people do, and that's why I stick to action RP, and it's hurt me.
I agree.
I think it's definitely hurt my career, if you will, in RP streaming, but
the thing is, that's what people label the RP mean you do. Like, we're all about progressing the story. We're all about whether it takes action, whether it takes us doing a crime, whether it takes us killing someone or kidnapping someone. That's how we would progress stories. And people label that, this happened to me in another server, they label us Armored 3 RPers because we use violence or robbing or a negative
which is a
to drive a story
thing of my society and my surroundings. I mean, I live in fucking Philadelphia, dude. There's 180,000 violent crimes a year. That shit exists in America, and I would like to point out that fucking GTA is Los Santos. It's labeled fucking or designed after Los Angeles, dude, and people fuck you up there, okay? You go into Grove Street and talk shit, you're gonna get fucked up, okay? Like the game is even designed that way with the AI for a reason. All right, like do you drive into the neighborhood and fucking berate every Grove Street AI? Come on now.
Yeah, and then another thing I want to kind of cover, kind of ties in that. What about what do you guys think about gang RP and how does that affect RP? Is it a pro? Is it a con? Does it bring a positive impact to the community?
I think it's a con unless it's done, maintained. I think whitelisting gangs is the best way to do it.
I agree. Like back in Armored 3, I agree.
Yeah, I think whitelisting gangs because otherwise people are just shitlords and they just take it too far.
But what happens? What stops people from, you know, even Armored 3? You know, you had the whitelisted, you had the mafia, the mob, and whatever, the bikers. What stopped people from saying, "Oh, I can't get in there," and this happened? I'm gonna make my own gang. You know
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. But what I want to touch on is
because the bigger gangs that are whitelisted and organized are going to shit on you when you act like an asshole.
But what I want to touch on is
cops are too.
Yeah, it's deeper. Is the mentality around gang RP and how that affects the server. You know what I mean?
I think gang RP needs to be more realistic. Is my problem. Gang RP doesn't mean rolling around 6 people deep in an Escalade and fucking slamming into people and getting out with assault rifles and fucking people up. I think gang RP needs to be focused on the management aspect of white crime and distribution, transportation, things
Right.
like that.
Right.
So I think that those things, in a lot of ways, were very well done on
Mhm.
No Pixel. I think No
Mhm.
Pixel was sort of a experiment ground for that, because I don't think many other servers have tried anything like that before in an RP setting, and I think it has a lot of merit. I think it's something that they should look into GTA RP with, because I've said this a lot with drug dealing right now in GTA RP. It sucks. Drug dealing sucks right now.
Yeah,
But like, if you could progress with it, so like, let's say I start out and I go and get all the drugs,
Wait,
go
actually-
and I drive and I sell so many times. Now I'm known as a dealer. Now, let's say instead of every time I talk to a person, he buys 1 to 5, he buys maybe 4 to 8. Then once I hit another peak, you could do like wholesale. You know what I mean? Eventually, but yeah.
Kind of touching that, RP First has an amazing. This is probably one of the only, I guess, advanced drug systems, and this will be perfect for you. You have to gather your resources. You're not just like, I go pick up some weed from point A, I go to sell point B. No, you actually have to pick up your ingredients, and you actually, to get like white pills, you got to like rob convenience stores or the mortuary, the morgue, whatever, who has those kind of chemicals. And you have to take those chemicals and you got to combine with another chemical, which you have to do another task to do. And then you got to make them together, cut them down. So they do have, there are those systems out there that do progress that drug system and add more depth to that story. RP First. I mean,
yeah, which I like. I like things like that. But.
Yeah. But I do want to touch on the mob mentality. I feel like gang RP can very quickly spill out of hand into the mob mentality, which can create a lot of RDM. And I've seen it.
Well, it's shit talking.
Yeah,
mobs and gangs.
What is RDM?
Notorious
For those
6
that
people
don't-
around
random-
one dead person.
Yeah.
Fuck you pussy.
Oh, random
you just
deathmatch?
fucked
Yeah,
me,
random
you know?
deathmatch. Random deathmatch is pretty much anything like if without interaction, without initiation. Initiation is pretty much me going up to Randy saying, "Hey, bro, you stepped in my shoes, man. I think you're ugly." And then me and him go back and forth. It's not just, "Hey, bro, I think you're ugly," and he goes, "You're dumb." Bang. That's still RDM. You
That's
need to
RDM.
create
There's no
a
reason to
story.
kill
There's no
somebody
reason
for
to kill
that.
someone for that. You need to have
But,
a
like,
merit. You need to have a reason. Yeah.
Maybe he steps on my shoes and we have words and I'm like, fuck you, I'll see you later, motherfucker, you know? And then I see him out at the cocaine fields and I'm like, oh, now I'm gonna rob your ass because you stepped on my shoes, bitch.
Yeah.
Remember these shoes? Kiss them, you know? Like, there you go. Like, now you've got like, you know, violent RP, but it still makes sense. You know what I mean? And then like maybe he's pissed off because I made him kiss my shoes and goes and blows up my truck.
It sounds like with like a mob or gang, like, again, I'm not a huge RPer, but it sounds like with gangs, especially as a server population with GTA, it'd be like if there's going to be some kind of mob interaction or gang interaction, half the server is going to have to be involved in that, and then this is going to push all of the storyline towards that.
Yeah, that's a lot of people complain about in Armored 3. Everything was focused on gang RP, but you gotta look at it this way.
Well, there just wasn't enough for civilians.
Yeah, it's gonna be this way. Either it's focused on civilians. People are always gonna complain. Whether it's
you can balance it.
You can balance.
See,
Yeah,
what I think they should have done is they should have empowered DOJ. 100%. DOJ should have been way more empowered. The Senate and the mayor spots, whatever, should have been way more empowered. And then legal civs have something to do. And additionally, I think there should always be a system that if you don't go to jail, you get reputation points, which make you like buy things cheaper, sell things higher.
That's
because the criminals are not, you know, they're obvious scum lords. Like people.
Well, that's how you get your money in most of those. Is you have to commit crimes to get money.
Yeah.
Well, that's always been the problem. Except like that's why you want to incentivize the legal people in some way, but you can't incentivize them in a way that like, without not being illegal. Like if you just make it, you start into the game and everybody, if you're just, you know, a good person, can make a bunch of money doing legal shit, people will just do that to farm to then go illegal. Whereas like if you make it something that they have to work towards, you know, over a couple weeks being legal, like then it works because then it can't really be exploited. But yeah, I mean, it's tough to do. Everything's a balancing act with RP because of shit.
Yeah, and then kind of talking that money, like you talk about money. I've noticed everybody, like a lot of, even myself, I caught myself because I need a car because I was broke. Everybody, the first thing people do is grind.
Yeah.
I want money, and I had a conversation with someone. I'm not gonna name the name, and we were going back and forth about money. I'm like, money is a vehicle. You don't need money. It's a additive. It's not a must in RP. because you don't need money to create great stories.
I need $350 for a lockpick.
Yeah, but the thing is like, but then people are like, well, I want that great car. I want that big house. I want all these yachts because they help me create stories. It's like, if you need a car and a yacht and a house to create RP, then
I just tell everybody in my house.
Yeah, just
what
right.
I do. I go, I live here. Yeah, I own this, and I come out to my yacht, and I swim out to that yacht that's out there by the pier. Yeah, this is my yacht. I just bullshit about everything. So, call me out, and then it's RP there. He's like, he was lying about all of it. That motherfucker. He tricked me into giving me $100,000. You know, whatever. Like, but I mean, that's what people need to be more creative. More, you know, it's always gonna make RP better.
Well, G, how was the ARC RP, by the way?
I loved it. I was a noob at it. I died. I pretty much the first hour was me running through the woods, naked and afraid.
Just based off of not playing ARC a lot?
Yeah, but honestly, based off of not playing ARC, I loved it. It seems like a more conducive, more positive, more influential environment to make RP. Like it seems like in RP first, the ARC server, people are in it for the long run and not just like I've come across like 5 or 6 people haven't got shot at or killed once. People are in it for the long run. Like I want to make stories. I want to make legends that can lead up to something rather than I see you getting robbed, bro. Give me all the berries, you know? But I think it's good. I like it, man.
I wanted to talk about Keystone because I know that was something that was brought up, right? JT, you were the one that played Keystone?
No, I'm the one that played it.
Oh, KingofSoup. Okay. So what exactly is Keystone?
So long story short, I spend a lot of my time, like in breaks at work, just signing up for every beta and alpha I can get my hands on, just for the chance that you'll find something awesome.
That's why I have like 4 different Blizzard accounts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so somebody from Keystone either emailed me or I got a banner ad or something, and looked at it, and finally got into an alpha build of it. And right now it's pretty early, so the game's pretty janky. But the closest thing I can explain to what Keystone is, it's like Overwatch with cards, and you can customize your characters. And I don't know if how much you guys have played Overwatch, but there's another game, I cannot think of it off the top of my head, that's very similar.
Dirty Bomb.
No. Paladins. Yes,
Paladins, yeah. So, and Guardians is similar.
Exactly. It reminds me of that, where it's like they saw Overwatch and were like, dude, this game rocks. Let's change it a little bit. So there's a lot of characters that have very similar things. Like on Overwatch, I play a character called Mei that puts up an ice wall. Well, in Keystone, there's a guy that looks like Groot that puts up a wall of trees. So it's a lot of the same kind of, 6 to 5 player versus each other to own a point on the map, and then you move through that, kind of capture the flag style. So it's pretty neat, but I like that you can get cards and then customize your characters for faster reloads and different stuff like that. So it's definitely got some potential.
You want me to drop a video of that real quick so everybody knows?
Yeah,
definitely. I don't think anybody's heard of Keystone, and I haven't heard of it first.
Not.
And they're very, very hush hush about it. We can't stream anything. We can't put any content up yet. It's like pretty early. I think they're about to drop a beta soon.
All right, so we're gonna show you guys a little. This is titled 12 Minutes of Keystone gameplay. Check it out.
And you get like currency from doing stuff in the game, and you can buy different cards, and when you win games, you get random cards and you get booster packs and stuff like that.
If you wanna do the honor of just commentating what you see, because you play this game, we haven't, go for it.
From memory here, I guess it's 5v5, but it's very, very, very similar to Overwatch.
This isn't the afterworld.
Not every character flies, obviously. But I think it's definitely got some competitive qualities like Overwatch does. Nothing like Counter-Strike's going to be, but I mean,
well, here we go again, because apparently I'm immortal. Glad to have you back. Huh? Still stuck here. Better report back to command.
As you guys are familiar with Overwatch at all, there's a character called Torbjorn who sets up turrets, and there's one just like that. in this game. I mean, it's so many characters are identical to other characters in Overwatch, and I hate when I see that in games because it's like, how many ideas could you really have for a game like this? So I always feel like saying that they're copying is kind of messed up because I don't think it's like that all the time.
So I'm seeing right here they kind of have like defend the point.
Exactly, and that's the only one that I have played. It goes from area to area, and what you're actually getting is the keystone. Like the longer that you're in that area, you capture the keystone.
Okay. So I would say this is like more similar to like Lawbreakers style of gameplay.
Yeah, yes and no, because I know Lawbreakers has the ball game too.
Less oriented on abilities.
Well, the way these guys are playing it seems like that, but there's definitely way more abilities. I mean, he was just chasing after a guy with his repair torch, so I don't think these guys really know how to play this either.
Yeah, I was gonna say this guy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely real similar to Overwatch.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right, but yeah, I mean, if I look at that game,
Free?
Somebody said
It's
free to
not-
play.
it's
Not free to play.
I don't know if it's free to play.
Honestly, I think let me look this up. Keystone free to play. I honestly thought I saw free to play in the future. But the first thing I noticed when I look at that, I didn't even think about Overwatch. I thought about Call of Duty. You know, with the little, you know.
And see, that's the thing is like that guy legitimately only played one character, and like I play a crap ton of Overwatch, so it very, very, very much feels like that. But you brought up Dirty Bomb, Randy. Oh my gosh, I love that game. So good.
Dude, I played a lot of Dirty Bomb before Overwatch came out, and then it kind of died. But Dirty Bomb was fun. I enjoyed that game.
The developers of that game had another game that's the name of it is escaping my brain right now, but it was a parkour first-person shooter, and it was unbelievable. But they didn't have any servers that could withstand.
Was that APB Reloaded?
No,
I think that no. So this game is made by Digital Extremes, and it is set to be free to play.
Really? Okay. Well, they're gonna beat Overwatch then.
Yeah.
So I think the last thing that we wanted to get into though was a couple movie, TV show things, right? G.
Okay.
I wanted to talk about something Dirty Randy's really excited about is American Vandal.
It looks so good.
Right? Does it not? It
really
looks
does.
hilarious. Let's just play the trailer for people because I think they'll laugh their ass off just at the trailer alone.
Oh man.
All right.
It's just not the way I thought things were gonna go. I was gonna graduate high school, get my degree in like engineering. I know I didn't do it.
To be honest, this dude always looks like he needs to be punched in the face.
Hanover High teachers today. The Vandal spray painted obscene images on 27 cars.
Oh my God.
I'll never understand what's so amusing about penises.
Everyone thinks I did it. Everyone.
Dylan definitely did it.
Of course he did it.
He's like a known dick drawer.
Another day, another dick.
Wait, is this?
It's overwhelming.
Is this a parody?
I spoke to expel Dylan Maxwell for vandalizing the vehicles.
My name is Peter Maldonado, and I believe there are legitimate arguments for Dylan's innocence.
Ball hairs.
The ball hairs.
It's just one piece of the
No way.
It's gonna take way more than just ball hairs.
No way.
Deleted the security footage.
Comparing his penis drawing.
He is the stupidest kid I've ever met.
He's trying to convince you some sort of conspiracy. There just isn't one.
It's a mockumentary. No way.
This is the stupidest kid I ever met.
Something to hide.
This isn't about dicks. This is about the justice system. They didn't stand a chance.
All of you stop filming right now.
They got the wrong guy.
The dicks.
And there's still someone out there.
Oh my gosh.
Does that not look like?
Dude,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna watch that. At first, I thought it was like a legit documentary, and I was like,
"No,
is someone literally doing this?" But then I was like, "Oh,
So
this is a
good.
parody." That looks actually pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
That would definitely be me. Like I was known for drawing very detailed wieners in school.
All right.
No joke.
All right.
Band trip. There were like 8 of us in the Nintendo DS chat, and I was just there drawing wieners the whole time.
Now we know you're. Oh my goodness. I do. Okay. So do you want to talk to me about it? But that looks actually pretty good.
I mean, I don't think you need to go in depth.
So I think
I don't think I was like, do you want to go in depth?
Pharmacy. If you've seen Florida Pharmacy, that is hilarious. John Cena, give me my Gatorade. Like fucking that shit is great. It's gonna be the same sort of thing. Like it's gonna be fantastic. I think that's all that needs to be said, really. Who drew the dicks, boys? Hashtag who drew the dicks.
One thing this is kind of off topic, kind of still on topic, but I want to talk about the battle between Netflix and every other streaming program or service out there. I mean, Netflix is killing it.
Netflix is killing it. I mean, HBO Now is nice.
HBO Now. It's nice.
I had Hulu for a long time, but I hate commercials.
You guys remember back in the day when Netflix used to be like, you have to go to the kiosk, or you have to actually receive that CD in the mail, which could take forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can get the CD and it's pretty much scratched up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't Redbox start doing streaming too? I'm pretty sure Redbox started doing streaming.
I don't know. I don't know.
They need to hurry up and
I don't know how you stop Netflix at this point. Now, I will say they need to stop making some crap things that they made recently.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we'll get into that in our next part because I know you want to touch on.
Yeah.
Damn.
So he just touched on the mockumentary. I want to show you guys a movie that I'm really looking forward to. Some people are happy about it. Some people are not happy about it. Death Note, the live action.
Oh, dude, it looks dope.
It looks
fucking
really
dope.
good,
I
right?
saw it. It looks awesome.
And if a lot of you guys don't know what this is, Death Note is an anime. That was my gateway drug anime that hooked me on anime, and they're converting it into a live action. And some people might call it Americanizing it, but it looks actually pretty good. So
is that the guy with the white face and the 3 black stripes? Maybe?
No. That's you're Bleach. You're talking about Bleach. Is that Soul Eater?
I'm not an anime buff.
Right, here we go.
Oh no, you're right. I was mixing up 3 black and white. I don't even know colors.
Make life dangerous. What if we can change things? The human whose name is written in this note shall die.
Shall we begin?
You're a death god.
Yes.
What exactly can I do with this death note?
Put your name down and see what happens.
It's not gonna solve a few crimes. It's gonna solve all crime. Do you think that I'm crazy?
I think you're not crazy enough. We could change the world.
The killer is taking credit for over 400 deaths. Although we do not know how he kills his victims, we do know he's not some omnipotent force. He's a person, like you or me.
You're the one who flew into the sun. I'm just here to make sure you burn.
We're not the good guys anymore.
Hope you know what you're doing. I promise you, you will not survive. Look!
What they want is a god. So let's give it to them.
That looks really, really good.
Wow.
Really good. Yeah.
If it's half as good as the trailer, I'll watch.
Right? Yeah. When I first heard about it, I was like, I don't know about it. I kind of watched. They had like a little short trailer, and I was like, I don't know about it. But then I saw a little more of that one, and I was like, that
looks incredible.
Looks
I'm always
good.
I'm always iffy about live action movies that are based off of anime and whatnot.
Yeah.
But this looks really good. Really.
Well, I don't want to like draw on this for a long time, but if King and JT, if you guys do have a show or movie you want to share, and then we'll move on to clips.
Yep. Yeah, clippy clips.
The only other thing that I think you guys had touched on when we were speaking before is Defenders.
Defenders, yeah. I mean, I think this is my feelings on Defenders. I'll touch it real quick. I think pretty much everybody in it is good, except for the Iron Fist. I think the Iron Fist is garbage.
I'm right there with you.
I think that show is garbage. I think the actor that plays the Iron Fist is garbage. And Dirty Randy can do better kung fu sequences, and fucking anybody could. Okay.
I think that's my problem, is that I liked the Iron Fist and I liked Jessica Jones, and that's the two that everybody's like, "What? Are you kidding me?" I got five minutes into oh my gosh, Daredevil, and I was like, boring. And then I got even less into I can't even think of his name, Cage, whatever. And like I was like done. I don't know why the other two I enjoyed that, but I'm a couple episodes in Defenders, and so far so good.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it a chance. We'll see, I guess, but fuck Iron Fist.
I'm right there with you. I'm
just glad he cut his damn hair, like that shaggy bowl cut thing he had going on. I mean, you're in a monastery, like keep yourself up. The monks shave their heads. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. I tried to watch the first, like, what if when I first heard about it, I was like, dang, because I mean Netflix has been killing it with Daredevil. I mean, Daredevil was amazing. Daredevil, Jessica Jones. Luke Cage was a little slow. I didn't like the action scenes. I feel like they'd done a little more. The story was good. But then I heard about Iron Fist.
That's a beautiful man.
Yeah.
Is he wearing a bald cap? I seriously want to know.
He's a god. But yeah, but then I tried to watch the first episode of Iron Fist, and I felt like it felt like I was watching like a CW, like soap opera middle school drama, like how like the what is it? Because Teen Wolf went, how Teen Wolf was, Green Arrow, like The Flash. I felt like I was watching one of those on Netflix, and it was so bad. The acting, the first 20 minutes, they were trying to push the plot so hard, and then the girl played dumb. I was like, I'm done. I can't do it. But sorry about it, guys. I went off my rant, but I couldn't do it. I feel like Randy said, he's the least liked in my book out of the group.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Should we move into clips then, boys?
Yeah, let's move on to clips.
Alrighty then. So I mean, we can start anywhere, really. It doesn't really matter.
right.
I mean, we want to start with King of Soup
Yeah, so
here.
let's start with King.
Sounds good.
We'll start with King.
Oh, Jesus.
So right now we're going to jump into a little section we can just call clips. We're going to show off some clips from each one of these amazing streamers. The reason I want to do this is to show what they have to offer in content. And I honestly, I would rate all of them 10 out of 10 great streamers. I would call them friends of mine. Some of them besties, some not. JT. No, I'm joking. But I would honestly, they're all great content creators. And I just want to show you, obviously, these clips are taken at different times throughout their careers. So it kind of shows how they progress stream-wise and what kind of gameplay they offer. So we're going to start with King. I'm going to start with the first one. This one's titled Need to Reload. So we're going to bring this up here.
Let me give you a little basis on this. So I was super excited. Somebody tweeted me and was like, dude, you made it into the Battlegrounds Alpha like highlight reel. And I was like, sweet, because I had some epic kills, and this is what got put into the reel.
I would love an ACOG or a silencer or something. Whoa, that helmet is badass. Oh my gosh, that guy's right there. Woo! Yeah, that just happened.
Like I can't even.
You guys saw me reload it earlier, right? You guys saw that. You guys freaking saw.
Oh man, yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
I had so many good headshots and just like crazy stuff that happened, and they were like, "No, let's show this idiot not reload his shotgun."
I'm not gonna lie. I that's happened to me plenty of times. I've didn't reload, run into a building, go to spray somebody down, and I hear click, click, and I'm like, I'm dead.
Now, the one clip I couldn't find was that also made it into the next highlight video is Glitch TKing me with the damn frying pan.
Oh, I couldn't find either. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Paul, I can't believe the pub used to look like that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was pretty.
rough.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so this one is the next one. If you want to explain, it's called Flashing G.
So I think Dirty Randy was involved in this one too. This just made me laugh so hard, as you'll see in the video. This is my trolling.
Watch this. I'm gonna flash him. Watch. This is gonna be so hilarious.
That laugh. That laugh. The panic.
I don't know who that was.
Oh.
I just love the flashback, dude.
The
It's so
pure
good.
panic in Randy's voice. Oh man.
I don't know who did that.
All right. And then this next one, if you don't mind describing, this one's called Revolver OP.
So Dirty Randy just asked what our favorite gun in PUBG was earlier, and this is definitely hands down that 7.62 revolver. So good. I love it, man.
Yep.
Ooh,
baby.
that was a good one.
I just felt like that
was a good
dome
one.
shot.
Woo!
That was dirty.
Fastest hands in the West.
His hands in the West. Nice. All right, and I think we have Uno. What do we got?
You just play the next one. Don't worry about the last one I sent you.
All
But this next one is just what my community likes to call suck foop moments, and they spam hashtag suck foop in chat when things like this happen.
You don't want the window narrator?
Yeah. Throw that one in. That's the
okay.
one. Yeah.
Tug foop. Here we go.
You, narrator, got it. Player Unknown's Battlegrounds. Player Unknown's Battlegrounds
Alright,
window.
So I just turned on narrator somehow. I don't know what I did.
You. Window Cortana. Player N. Window N.
How do you turn off narrator? What did I do?
A. D. W.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's narrating everything I press.
S. D.
Just turn that on until somebody subs or donates.
F12.
Yeah, basically.
D. S. D.
They told me I need to do a challenge at some point.
What have I done, chat?
Narrator, like Windows narrator?
Windows narrator. Every time I press anything, it says A, S, D, A, F12, Control, F, A.
That's pretty good. I never thought that could happen, but now we know.
Yeah, that made me laugh so hard.
Now we know. This next one's called Arc Rating.
And this one you can just kind of click through a little bit if you want, but this is a pretty long video of just what I guess really how I started on YouTube was Ark Survival Evolved and doing just base raids.
All right,
just
cool.
nobody did any PvP.
Before this video starts, you look so different. I don't know if it's like the camera angle,
Well,
but
this
you
was
look
3 years ago.
You look
and I
so
was,
young.
So I was about 300 pounds and like no beard. Or very little beard.
We updated our game so we can't play on our normal servers. So, to cheer ourselves up, we're gonna go ruin someone else's day. So hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, let me know what you think down in the comments. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Stay updated for more.
That's actually pretty cool.
There's a guy on the beach.
Oh yeah, I've totally forgot that's in there.
Just standing there. His name is Joe, and he's unconscious. I'm gonna access his inventory and take it all.
No, I'm not Joe.
I'm gonna punch him to death.
Don't be a bitch.
Sorry,
Wow,
Joe.
King. That was really rude, man.
See, that's just what I meant about like the beginning of Ark Survival Evolved was nothing but just like finding people and wrecking them.
We're the hat salesman.
Yo, who needs a hat? Who needs a hat?
Obviously he was
Nah, we got
fresh
hats.
spawn, but
hats for days.
Hang on, let's see if I can get.
Nah, we were attacked earlier, so we're just walking around looking for the people who did it.
Oh,
I think it was us. I think it was us.
I can't see shit, so.
What the hell?
and as you can see, this was pre them fixing any of the lighting effects in Ark. It was
Yeah.
so hard to see, man.
Yeah, you could tell there's a difference in art. Different art.
It was rough.
Yeah. All right, so we finished Kings. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually pretty fun. I think the funniest one was a Flash. Oh my goodness, this is the pure panic in everybody's voice. All right, now we're gonna roll on to my boy JT. And you sent me some, oh, nice. All right, cool. All right, so if you want to narrate, I'm gonna start with number A. What? All right.
I mean, honestly, that's just stuff. Number A is just a little clip of my normal streams, basically how they are, just the sense of humor that goes on with it. So,
all right, let's check this out.
Chad Kroger's a pretty cool guy, man. I want you to just look at this photograph. He's not a bad man at all. Not bad.
I don't know. I don't know. What is happening here?
That's real mature, JT. That's real mature.
All right. Well, now we know.
Normal.
Now we know. We've got to feel for JT streams.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, JT. I'm feeling it.
I didn't even send him any Bieber stuff. Like, that's an everyday
I'm
thing.
I'm kind of glad you didn't, because I definitely.
Yeah, that got real awkward, man.
That's rough.
All right, we're gonna start with
the best way.
Now, I just want you guys to kind of get a feel of how JT is. He titled them number A, letter 2, color square in space in shape 0 yellow. It was, oh my god. All right, so we're gonna go with letter 2. Oh, you want to explain this one?
This is a really sad clip. Me thinking that I wasn't crying, actually, when I really was. When I looked at my stream.
So you were crying?
I was crying, actually.
Oh.
I might be teary-eyed. Maybe a little bit. Maybe.
Did you change it?
Oh, I did change it? Oh, sorry, guys. We're like looking at my face watching it. Sorry, guys. I'm like,
I was like, what's happening?
What's going on?
I might be teary-eyed. Maybe a little bit. Maybe.
God,
Feels were real that day.
I'd already played through it once, and then going back through, and I was like, I'm not gonna cry this time. I already know what happens.
And you still cried? Oh man.
I was a baby.
Is it that good?
It's good. It's good, dude.
I haven't played that.
Yeah, they're really good. Telltale makes some great game.
Oh, man,
all right, this one is your third
that
one.
one's
This
just an old one. Yeah.
This one's called Color Square.
Yeah, just go ahead and play that one.
All right.
I'm asking. Please.
I didn't realize I sent you that one, but it
Well,
was
a simple $300 donation goes straight to feeding me and my family, taking care of us for about 2 days. Just any donation will do, but it's just, if all of you donated $300 a piece, I think you know that it'll go.
That's some good eats, bro.
$300 for 2 days, man.
He's got a big family.
You guys eat a lot. Oh my god, I could watch that on loop all day. Oh man, and I think this is your last one.
That song makes me want to flip my desk every time I hear it.
Yeah.
This is just my drug-free speech, basically.
Dude, you give a lot of motivational speeches. I'm not gonna lie. All right, this one is your last one. Would you want to narrate this one?
Yeah, it's pretty much my drug-free speech. That's how it is.
Here we go.
I don't want you waking the kids.
Relax.
By the way,
has got headphones on and Gabe is drooling.
drugs are bad. Drugs are bad, kids. Don't do them. Never do drugs. Marijuana. One injection of marijuana. That could be the end.
Wait, injection?
Your life forever.
Injecting marijuana? Come on now.
Oh my goodness. All right. All right. So if you guys want to see some high quality, just I'm talking
God.
JT just doing commercials and speeches, man. If you want some motivation, or you know, if you're at a downtime in your life, JT's the guy to go to. But I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I'll talk you through some shit, that's for sure.
Thank you, thank you. All right, so we're gonna roll into Dirty Randy. You guys are coming in right now.
Okay.
Podcast. So, Mr. Randy, I have his. The first one is.
Don't tell him. Let him watch it. You can sort of play the first two like back to back, and
All right.
you know, basically this just shows why Dirty Randy's going to the next PUBG Invitational, and we gonna win, baby. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Dude, we're playing against good people, actually. It's kind of freaking
Dude,
me out.
Grimm's just is still up and he's killing people. I
Yeah,
just
see
killed
it, I
somebody.
see it. Dude, this is nerve-wracking. I don't like this.
Oh, good shot.
I knocked out Grimm's!
Oh!
I killed Grimm's!
I killed Grims. Not gonna lie, Grims is a beast. He's definitely a beast. All right, and then I'm gonna rock this next one.
Yeah, just go straight into the next one. This is all one segment right here, boys.
Oh shit.
You're shooting at that same guy with me? Good.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw him peek up.
Good.
This one is coming up very soon. You know, fucking whatever.
I hit him. Oh, Gold Glove, baby! I killed Gold Glove!
This is making a hit list. This is making a hit list.
I just killed fucking Grimm's and Gold Glove, baby! Dirty, yeah, baby!
Nice, man. Nice. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, boy, that's how you kill two people in front of 30,000 people, right there. That's
All right. So this next one we're gonna roll on to.
Yeah. This next one you don't have to watch the whole way through. Just watch
Okay.
it's like 3 minutes.
So you want me to start at 3? Oh no, this one's only like
It's already
20.
it's already loaded at the time.
Oh,
if you.
okay.
It starts at 3 minutes. What am Yeah. I looking at here, Marvin? A giant fucking building. Oh wait. What is this one?
It's only one.
Wait, no. This is the GTA one. Yeah,
Yeah.
Just play this one. Go ahead. This is fine. 1 million.
Oh my god,
Yeah, that's the nicest compliment you can get, right? Now I got smart, okay? Before you play the next part of that clip, because it's like a 2-part thing.
Yeah.
I got smart. I got tricks. Okay. So I basically call the EMS and I call the EMTs and they show up and I'm laying there on the pavement, right? And I say, there's a guy because Mervin gets stuck in the building. And I say to them, there's a guy inside. You got to save him. You got to save him. And go ahead and play the clip.
This is so messed up. I know what's going to happen.
Too, that's what we did. We visited the bureau too.
Just
You know, but really, you don't want to be touching my butthole.
oh shit.
He backs and cuffs his friend too, if you haven't noticed, before he goes up, so he can't get. You can go into the bureau too. That's what we did.
He's died. He's died. That's pretty messed up. And his friend's handcuffed, so he can't even get him out because he's dead. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Dude,
All right.
Being a dick. Yeah.
All right, this one is Nick titled Ninja Randy.
Yep. Yeah. This is the one that starts at 3 minutes, and just play it for like a couple minutes. You'll see what happens quick.
All right. Oh, is it? Oh, it was already at a point, huh? Did I play it where it started?
Yeah, play where it starts. It's set at 3.
Gimpy, you're crazy. It's inside.
No.
Yeah,
it's at 3 minutes.
Shoot the one in the back first.
Get the little weakling.
You're a lion. They're gazelles.
There's 3 of them.
Six small one.
There's only 4 other people left, so it's those 3.
This is the problem with third person. This is clearly.
Yeah, right? You can literally see everything.
You learned this from Summit.
Yeah, this wouldn't have been possible. Most likely first person, but yeah.
Cash, right?
Not to take anything away.
Or it just is the only thing that makes sense when you're crossing a fucking tall grass field is to lay down. Like, what else are you gonna do? Damn, I had an AR suppressor too. If you had it, you could fucking pick them off. You had to get up and run.
It's like the longest crawl ever.
This circle does a lot of damage.
Another guy right there.
Wait, is that an enemy right there in front of you?
That's the 3 guys.
You don't even know he's there.
Oh! Oh, that's so embarrassing.
I've got that recorded. I've got that recorded. That's going on a highlight.
Baby, that's why SMGs for life.
Wow.
That
yeah,
is.
I won that match. Yeah, dude, it was fucking.
Oh,
felt
nice.
good. Felt good.
All right. And I think that's all your clips.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
it. That's what I put in.
All right. So what we could do is we're gonna head into, what do you want to do? We got questions next, Randy?
Yeah, we can finish off with questions, and I think we're good to go at that point, and everybody can, shout out their medias or whatever, and we Gucci.
Sounds good. Well, so for questions, the ideal was for people to send it to my mods, but I think my mods are busy right now. I did receive one from somebody. If you have any questions that you want to, at anybody, JT, DirtyRandy, King, myself, shout them out in chat, and we will more than likely answer them the best way we can. So I'll give you guys a couple minutes. Think of some questions. If you don't have one, you don't have to. But if you have one, feel free to ask us, whether it's about content, whether it's about gaming, whether it be about starting streaming or somebody's next step in their streaming career.
Well, I can tell you one question that.
Yeah, go ahead,
Randy. Okay, I was gonna say one question that I always get very often is like, what's important when you're going to start streaming or start doing content? And just lately, I have noticed that the quality, as far as video and audio, isn't as important as the actual content itself.
Yes.
Which is really hard for me because I'm just like, I gotta have the best camera, I gotta have the best mic, and honestly, that doesn't mean anything at all as far as content creating. I mean, if you're filming with your iPhone, you can put out killer content as far as doing vlogging, stuff like that, and you can stream straight off of your Xbox.
You can.
It's unbelievable what you can do now.
All right.
But so I would say it's not as important as far as the quality of your gear.
I do agree on that. So we have a question from my boy Natus. It says, what games are you looking forward to? What do you miss in gaming?
I miss the feels. Okay, like when you first started gaming, like when I first played World of Warcraft, I was like, holy fuck, I'm in another world, like this is so cool and shit. And there was like so many feels. And then now I've been gaming for hours and hours every day, you know what I mean? It kind of loses that magic in some ways. So I miss the way that I used to feel about games in a lot of ways. Like I used to be really, really excited all the time to be like, oh, I'll get done with this and I can like go do something in the game, and I was like excited about it. Nowadays, I kind of have lost a little bit of that excitement, so I miss that a lot. And then I miss people being elitist now. They're cutting everybody else out, and I miss the communities that I used to be a part of. That was a lot of fun. And as far as games coming out, there's a bunch of them that I'm excited for. I mean, I think Anthem looks cool. Hopefully it's good. Red Dead Redemption 2, though, that's my big bitch right there. I am so excited for that.
I would say for me, what I miss in gaming is that, I think you kind of touched on it, is that new shoe feel. Like, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, 64 came out, Nintendo came out, Sega came out, the games you had to go out and buy the CDs for, it was like, I got the game. I'm so excited.
Mario 64
you put it in.
changed my life.
Right?
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
I miss camping out for games. That's what I miss. Because nobody does it anymore because everything's early access. We used to bring Monopoly. We'd go, bring a little alcohol in a water bottle and have a good old time camping out in front of GameStop.
Yep. Any other questions? Liniver asks, how important are stream schedules to a streamer? What is your opinion on it?
I think it's super important.
I think it's very important.
Because you're a TV show.
Yeah.
And if you're not there at the same time every week, people are going to find somebody else to watch.
Dirty Randy thinks go fuck yourself, Liniver.
I 100% agree. I think schedules are important because, like I said, as a streamer, you're pretty much a TV show. You're a show people want to watch. You put on a performance. You know what I mean? So it's, say for instance, I'm like, dang, Liniver's coming up with that new Destiny 2 gameplay tomorrow. And there's nothing wrong with showing like 10, 5 minutes, 15 minutes late, but at least tweet out, you know what I mean? Or if you can show it late, tweet out. But having a schedule,
what days you stream.
Yeah, at least having people, it doesn't even have to be times. Times is better, but at least you tell people what days you're streaming. They know what day to show up. Because if you don't tell anybody where your viewers going to be, they don't know when you are. If people are going to be hunting around. And like you said, this kind of ties back into like the whole business aspect of streaming and just, I guess, Twitch as a beast. When you're not live, no one can see you, there's no views in it, and that's kind of random, but that ties into YouTube versus Twitch thing, but that ties to his question. But I think a schedule is very, very important. You need a schedule.
And if you're starting out as a streamer, I think a schedule is going to help propel you to be consistent versus if you're just random throughout the week. I mean, you're just getting for luck right there. I mean, there's no other way to bring in viewers.
I wholeheartedly agree.
I think you wake up at the crack of noon, dip your toes in the jacuzzi, baby, and you feel it out.
I like that.
That's how Randy does it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think jacuzzis are disgusting.
All right, somebody. So Ninja asks, who have you played CS:GO and what rank are you? Anybody here play CS:GO?
I do.
No.
It took too long to be able to play ranked.
What was the question again? Who have you played? I play CS:GO, and when they redid the ranks, I'm now in the bottomless pit of silver, but I was MG for a very long time. But I just hit silver 3 today. Yeah. You guys know what that means? I suck.
I don't understand why I have to play for like weeks of grinding the game before they'll even let me play ranked.
You just have to win, however many matches.
Yeah, how many though? Each game takes like fucking forever, dude.
Dude, you're the one that said you didn't mind grinding though.
Yeah, I don't mind grinding like MMOs where I can blast music and basically AFK or some shit like that, but like
the main reason behind it is because so many people cheat, and that keeps people from cheating if you have to play multiple games at a time.
So they can't just keep buying new accounts.
Exactly, because the game goes on sale for like $9.
Yeah, I get you. It just triggers me, man.
I get it, man.
I literally got on and was like, Dirty Randy's gonna do it, baby. Then I played one game and I was like, dude, I gotta play like 200 more games before I can even play a ranked game. I'm out.
Yeah, I think you have to play 10 games, but you can only play like 3 a day or something like that in the beginning. But then once you're ranked, you're good.
Yeah, it took a while and I got triggered. I think that's what it was. Same with League, but League I could throw $20 at the game and they're like, you win 3 games, you're level 30, yay!
What? Are you serious?
All right.
I have 5 level 30 League accounts. Kill me.
Also, we have a from Savage a public announcement, guys. Remember, the eclipse is Monday. Do not stare at the sun or the moon directly.
Dude,
you need
I got my glasses. Do you guys have your special
I got
glasses?
mine. I got mine.
Dude, I got mine. I'm fucking
I'm gonna be
stoked.
at work. I'm gonna be watching with my boss. It's gonna be a slow day.
It's the sun. I'm gonna
go out
be
there,
working.
get super hyped, and then it's gonna last like a couple minutes, just like.
I'm actually curious as to how many people are gonna go blind because of this.
Oh, dude, I honestly, I think people are gonna damage their retinas. I mean,
Well,
this is
somebody
like,
argued with me yesterday about it. That dude, you don't understand, dude. It's gonna be dark, so you can look at the sun. And I just was
here
like,
we go.
okay.
Here we go. Look at it.
Good luck.
Yeah,
do it.
Go for it.
Do it.
Look at it. Yeah, if you want to look at that bad, go
Dude,
for it, man.
I've looked at the sun without the moon in front of it, and it didn't burn my retinas out of my face. All
No.
right? I think people are gonna be all right.
No, this actually it's gonna be brighter than for some odd reason it's gonna be brighter than the traditional sun.
All right, now
So,
you're just daring me.
I'm just
That's
saying.
it. I'm going out there. No
All right,
shades,
man.
boys.
You gotta live stream it, Randy. You gotta live stream it.
Live stream it. Ready, go IRL. I would love to see this. Right, I'm blind. I'm blind.
Dirty Randy goes blind.
Drop down like Nosferatu or something.
Dude, you'll get a lot of
I
views
did listen
though.
to a radio station talking about that. It's like you just need to go out with your glasses and regardless of wearing them, just start screaming and see if you can get some reactions.
All right, so we got another question. It says, Upper Decker says, what is the biggest struggles in building your community?
I'd say it's the beginning. The beginning's the hardest battle of all, getting people in, because nobody wants to sit in a dead Twitch chat. Nobody wants to sit in a channel with just a couple people in there. You could be the most entertaining streamer in the fucking world. If you only have a couple people in your chat and your channel and your chat's not moving, nobody's gonna watch, okay?
Yep.
Nobody's gonna watch. A huge part of streaming and any media is your community that drives you. Okay, so you have to find a basis. That's why I think people like G and I are very fortunate with the RP community because of how it works. The RP community can be a blessing and a curse. Okay, but it helped me a lot with exposure, because what happened is a lot of people ran into me. When you've got communities like No Pixel that had 10,000 plus members, that's a potential follow.
Yep, that's very true. And,
Okay,
and there was a small fraction from like Armor 3 that actually streamed. So it was like, yeah, I do agree.
But it's very like I'll be Dirty Randy will be 100% honest with you guys. I had another account on Twitch before Dirty Randy. I had another account. I didn't stream on it much, but I did stream on it, and I did MMOs. I think it's got like 200, 300 follows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's very, very, very hard to get people in there.
I think the hardest thing for my community would be sticking to one game or one, shtick. Is for me, I built my premise or my platform on Ark Survival Evolved, and that game, it really tanked for a little while. It just got really boring and wasn't fun. So I switched to doing other stuff, and my views slowly went down. I would make another Ark video, it'd pop back up a little bit, and it's kind of been at that same plateau for quite a long time. But as soon as you switch to a different game, people are like, dude, where's the whatever content? And I see that in your guys' chat too. When you play PUBG for 5 seconds. Like, where's the RP,
Man. I can definitely attest to that. I would kind of on the same question, and I'm going to tie in Liniver's question, the follow-up question with that too, is he asked how important is patience. So I'm going to tie that into community and patience together in one answer. I would say, off what King said, in my opinion, is the toughest thing about forming a community is to get the feel and the demographic of your community. Because it's actually really hard, believe it or not, to ask your community what they, and I'm transparent as a streamer, and I know every one of these guys are too. I try to be as most transparent, and I want my community to be transparent too. So if it's like, what games do you guys want to see? And a lot of people answer back to me, gee, whatever you want, man, because you know I like watching you. But also, as streamers, we need to know what you prefer, because believe it or not, there are two types of viewers: are the people that watch for the game, and there are the people that watch for the personality. You know,
We talked about this, yeah.
me
but,
and JT definitely talk about this, and it's that's the nature of the beast, and that I feel like there's a lot more people that watch for the game. It is
And
what it is.
I would say it's like
It is-
30% because
it
if you
is-
watch big guys
yeah.
like Lyric, I mean, it's crazy when they fall off and he starts playing somebody, and maybe not
Yeah.
Lyric is a good example, but like Summit,
yeah.
Counter Strike versus
Counter-Strike.
when he would
Yep.
go play.
Oh, yeah.
And
World
don't-
of Warcraft.
yeah,
it was
yep.
crazy.
15,000.
And don't-
when he plays player unknown, he gets like 30. So
And- yeah.
it's half of his viewer base.
It
yeah.
definitely is. The game is a definitely huge part of your foundation. It's pretty much picture your game as like your mortar, you know, and you're laying bricks. That is a big part. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't do variety because I'm doing variety. But you need a game to start your foundation. You know what I mean? I'm not
and
saying
don't let that discourage you.
Yeah.
Because that's a huge thing that you get is like, oh man, I had 100 viewers last night, and
Yeah.
now I'm playing a different game and I've got 20.
I would also argue don't let like a trending game control you.
Yeah.
For example, like if you're not amazing at PUBG, you getting big in PUBG
very slim
is like you got to hit the lottery.
Good
with
luck with
some-
that. You
some
better be the
clip.
funniest guy in PUBG.
Yeah, you
turn
gotta
on Windows
have
narrator.
like one of the best clips ever, and then like
Yep.
even then, that won't keep people on your channel. That'll get people to come.
Yep.
But then you got to have something
gotta
that
be
makes them
good.
stay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like I, you know, people need to realize that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and because DirtyRandy, it's you got to realize as a streamer you have strengths, and we all as a human beings we have our strengths and weaknesses. And me personally, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm transparent. I'm not that good at games. I have my moments where I'm good at games, but I'm no like Grims. I'm no Anthony. You know, I'm not good at shooters. So I know RP is my strong suit. Whatever, Randy. RP is my strong suit because I mean I have a good imagination and I like to have fun. You know, so as a streamer you realize your strong suits and your weaknesses. And I think when you first start out, you kind of start that journey of, you know, am I good at this game? And you kind of realize, well, I'm not getting a lot of views. And don't get me wrong, guys, Twitch is about getting views. We're here to grow a community. So when people say, you shouldn't care about the views, you know, there's two parts of that. Me personally, I don't care about the views, but you got to realize as a personal brand, which all four of us are, we're personal brands. And anybody in chat, 90s, you know what I'm talking about. Anybody that streams in chat, you know what I'm talking about. You're your own personal brand and you want to grow your exposure. How do you grow your exposure? Views. Now, I'm not telling you to sell out and play the only game that gets views like LOL or Pug or CSGO or whatever, or Overwatch, but you got to realize as a brand, what is your goals? Do you want to do this for the long run? You got to get views. You got to have a foundation and you got to have your other bricks you want to lay. Like me, I'm a variety streamer. When I came back from Canada or when I switched game, like when I switched game from Armored 3, I dropped from like 150, 200 down to like 50, 60. And then I switched games again to like GTA. It happens. And like Randy said, it sucks. Because at the same time, you're thinking like, what did I do? Like, what did I do wrong? I thought they were here for me. But you got to realize as a streamer, you got to realize it's the nature of the beast. People are here for the game. At least 70% are here for the game. And you switch games, there they go, you know? But it's a bittersweet moment because it's like you're filtering out and that makes sounds bad about people that leave because it is what it is. You're filtering out the people that are there for you no matter what game you play. And I've learned a valuable lesson.
Just as good, man.
It feels just
really
good.
Does.
Because there's so many people in chat right now. I'm like, they literally say, gee, play whatever game you play. And I'm like, damn, I'm so thankful. Because that's, believe it or not, no matter what anybody tells you, no matter what Lyric or the biggest streamer out there tells you, they would love to make a living off playing whatever game they want. Because it is hard.
Absolutely.
When you build a foundation on one game, when you switch games,
I mean,
Lyrics done it. You can play any game.
Play fucking jacks with the rubber ball and those little iron things and people.
Yeah. But that's everybody's dream to be able to stream whatever game they want, you know? And it's hard to reach it. It's a hard journey, man. I'm a year and some odd months in and it's been ups and downs, but I love my community for it no matter what, you know? And the title what Lim said, patience, same thing, patience, man.
Yeah.
Grind, Mo. And another thing I want to tie in, somebody told me is it's not how many hours you put in, it's the amount of content, the type of content you put out in those hours. Because you can stream 12, 15, 24 hours.
That's why I don't like 24-hour streams.
I will never do one. I will never do one.
I don't do them.
It's the worst thing ever.
I say why? So you can watch me for 12 hours, sit there like an asshole, and just be hungry and tired? Like that. I'm not going to make good content. You're not going to see me killing Grims and Gold Glove again.
Oh my God.
That was me. Yeah. Excuse me.
Yep.
What
Yep,
were we
I
talking
agree.
about again?
24-hour stream.
24-hour stream. We're talking about the time versus quantity. Quantity over quality.
I'm just like,
What do you guys think about webcams? Because I get that a lot. I don't have a webcam. Should I have a webcam
You
for
don't
streaming?
you don't need one, but it's a plus. You got to realize
I think it's a plus.
I think it's a
nowadays.
plus.
I think a lot of people tune out unless you're like already a big streamer. They tune out unless you get a webcam. I think.
Yeah, I think a lot of
Unless
guys
you
on
do
YouTube will be like really good at games, and then will live stream and they won't use them. I think that's, I don't want to say acceptable, but like that's a lot easier to sustain a viewership. But
yeah,
just starting out, I think you need one.
Yeah, I think it's a must because you got to realize the more connection and viewer interaction with you is the better.
This is our brand.
This is
our
us.
logo.
Like your face is your logo. You know what I mean? Your face or in Dirty Randy's in his situation, thick.
Whatever
thick.
that is.
Yeah, whatever that is. But a camera, I think, is a plus and a must. You could do it without it, like Lyric, no camera, but he started like way back in the day. And as the year goes by and more people join the stream, the more is the better. It's the norm to have a camera, you know, it's the norm, or a green screen.
Well, and people want to connect with you. They want to see who you are. They want to know who you are and that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. And then somebody said in chat, little comment, much love Banting. He said, I don't know how you start with 0 viewers and become successful. My thing is, I mean, we all know you got to start somewhere.
You got to start somewhere. Yep.
I didn't start with 0 viewers, though, I'd say.
Some people come from
Started with
YouTube.
3,
Some
right?
people come from YouTube or another platform and switch over, and they already have an audience.
I think I was averaging.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Mhm.
I think I was averaging like the first time I streamed like 20 to 30 people.
That's just crazy. Like that's super lucky.
Well, it was because CG was really strong at the time, and I just kind of tested around with streaming, and and you gotta also realize on CG you had Zombie Barricades, you had Timac, you had Saeed Black, you had Coil. You had all these other people already streaming on CG, and they were seeing me through those streams.
Yeah.
So the second that I streamed, a lot of people from their streams already came in, so I was getting 20 to 30 people.
And that's a great tactic too. If you see like a big streamer playing a game that not a lot of people are playing, if you can jump in that community real quick, get seen on their stream or whatever.
Do it in a positive way though, and try to make it as organic as possible.
Exactly.
Don't be a stream sniping dick.
Yes,
Like,
it's happened. This happened. I'm pretty. It's probably all of us. All of us probably some of that stream snipe.
But that really helps me, and I think that's something I think you got to realize about Twitch is it is about networking a lot now to get your start. You're gonna have to network, and you're gonna have to do it in the right way. Yeah. Asking people for hosts and shit when they don't know you
Don't do it. It is so.
You're gonna get yourself fucked, and people are going to cut you out.
Let's talk about streamer etiquette. Like, Lord save my soul. This is the biggest. This is the biggest subject I feel like everybody should know. Streamer etiquette. And people in chat, what is your opinion on streamer etiquette? One, my pet peeve is, like you said, people say, "Hey, can you host me?" And I don't want to. I'm not a mean guy, but I don't want to say, "Yeah, I'll host you." You got to realize when you host somebody, if I host Randy or JT or King, it's because I trust them as a person and as a content creator. I know if I hand my community off to them and I host them and I raid them, that they'll be in good hands. I know that Randy won't like rip off a shirt and like flop around on the screen. I don't know, whatever he does later. He probably will, but be careful. But you know, I know that they're in good hands and they are the type of content I like, because who I host is I like their content. People got to realize that.
Sure,
And I've some people say, "Hey, we should raid this person or you should raid that person." As a viewer, that's cool, but also don't feel mad when someone says, "No, I don't want to raid that person," because we don't know them and we don't want to hand them off to you, because all we're going off is your word. What happens if you have a specific type of content you like, and then we give them more to the community, and they're like, "We're not used to this. What is this?" Or they're horribly like,
there's a lot of things. And additionally, I don't think it helps people. Like, I don't think it helps people to host people that don't have something going on. I like to host people that I say, this person has something interesting going on. They're gonna be able to take my viewers, and they're gonna be able to do something with them.
Yeah.
To send a bunch of people at somebody and they just sit there and don't do anything
I agree.
with it.
I agree.
they're just gonna get killed by the people in the chat. People are gonna be like, "Fuck this guy! This guy's who the fuck is this?" You know, and then peace out, and then you're cut off from that viewer. So like, I don't necessarily know that it's a good thing to.
Yeah, I guess what he's saying is pick and choose who you use your host or your raid productively for both parts. You know what I mean? Yeah. Another thing I want to touch on is when people come into chat and they advertise. This has happened to every single one of us. Nidus, everybody in chat that streams, everybody, Austin. This is happening to everyone's. Now, how do you handle it, and what do you classify as self-advertisement? You can go first, King.
Okay, so that's interesting that you called me out like that. No, I'm kidding. Because we actually had a conversation about this.
Yeah.
Because I was in your chat, and I don't specifically remember what I said, but it was like, my goal wasn't to advertise. It was like more like talking about, oh, I streamed this today. And you said, hey, by the way, when you're in my chat, would you mind not like mentioning your channel or whatever? And so I totally had to like sit back and actually talk to my wife about it. I was like,
where
did that come from? I'm like, that was not my intention at all, but he totally has a point, because the whole thing, it's like a pop-up during a TV show that you want to watch.
Nobody likes ads.
Nothing to do with it.
No one likes ads.
Like, nobody likes that. And I've had that a little bit. It's not been too crazy, but I usually just say, hey, don't advertise. And if they do it again, you hit them with a timeout or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's really cheesy to advertise it all on anybody else's channel.
Wait, what do you do? Please come visit my channel. God, Randy, time that guy out. Oh man, but no, like one thing I've noticed, and it hurts and it sucks I don't like enforcing the rules. I feel bad when I tell someone, hey, please don't do this, because there are people out there that are like, what? You don't know me. Whatever, you're whack. And I've seen it happen to other big streamers and small streamers, like when their mods enforce the rules. Like, dang, man, it's just a rule. It's like King or you guys walking into my house and me saying, hey, man, take off your shoes. You're like, no, I'm not going to take off my shoes. I'm going to do whatever I want. It's like, have some respect. You're literally entering somebody's front room. Think of it this way. You're literally entering Dirty Randy's front room, King's front room, JT's front room, when you are watching their stream. Have some etiquette. Have some respect. We're here as a group. You know what I mean? And that might be hard for some people to fathom. It's just do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Say you're streaming. Would you like me to come in your stream like, hey guys, I'm streaming this right now. Come watch me. Or hey, I stream this game. I understand how harmless it might seem. You might just want to talk and converse with another fellow streamer, which is agreed is very hard today, because it's like literally taboo for some people to actually communicate with other streamers. I don't know why, but it's happened to me. I've seen it. But if you really, this is my biggest point. If you really want to, and some people go, oh, I just wanted to let you know, or hey man, I just wanted to tell you, if you truly want to let King or JT or Randy know that you're really streamed, or you started streaming, or they inspire you to stream, PM them, DM them. You don't gotta sit in their chat. So I don't care what. I don't care what anybody says.
Twitter, fucking, you can DM me on Twitch. I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna respond that fucking second. And if I don't respond that second, like, and you flip out on me, I'm probably just gonna not respond. Like, I've had people do that. They're like, yo, man, why aren't you answering me? I don't know. Maybe because my stream's fucking live.
Maybe because I'm live,
dude. Like, you know, like, fucking Christ.
Have you guys run into sending or getting people to friend you on your Steam, and then they'll like send you messages? Oh, I saw you just went live. Yeah, why are you messaging me on Steam
bro,
right
that's happened to me so many times. Yeah, I go live and they're like, when are you streaming? I'm like, live right. Why didn't you reply? I'm like, I'm live
this
right
second,
now.
You fake fan. Like, come on.
I think another thing that I've kind of, picked up on and that kind of stuff is I feel like one of the big things, a big mistake, a very, very big mistake you'll make as a new streamer, I just thought about this, is modding too many people.
Yes.
You do not need to mod people, okay? Very, very, very few people need mod. Most of the time, let's be honest, you can do all the modding work yourself. You're just being a tad bit lazy, okay? And what the problem is going to be is if you mod too many people, if then you realize somebody is not a good mod and you unmod them, they're gonna be offended and you're gonna lose viewers that way. You're gonna start, negativity already, okay? And that's a bad thing. And mods, if you're a mod in someone's chat, all right, this is a huge piece of advice to mods. It's not about you. Okay? It's not about what you want in chat, and it's not about what hurts your feelings or that kind of shit, okay? Like you're helping the streamer out, okay? And you never should be a reason that a viewer doesn't come back.
Right.
You are totally failing as your job as a mod if you are the reason that people feel like they do not want to return to a channel.
Agreed.
I'm just saying. And I'm not being disrespectful. I love my mods. My mods do a fuck ton of work with me, for me, with me, and I respect you like crazy. I'm just giving a piece of advice to people that are new, because I will tell you that will fuck your channel up.
Oh yeah. I mean, go JT.
Another reason why I don't think modding a whole lot of people is good, especially in the beginning, is because whenever a new person comes in, they'll see all of these mods in here, and they might feel more intimidated.
A mod wall
about it. So,
you don't mod walls, shit like that. Yeah.
And don't ask to be modded, for the love of God.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
First of all, it's a lot of.
I'll do it.
JT will mod you. I'm modding.
JT will mod you right now. Yeah, I agree.
But it's a lot more work than people expect.
I was talking to my chat about it today.
Yeah.
Yep. Somebody asked me today when I was streaming Arc RP. He's like, "Can I be mod?" And I went on this whole little spill on like, you got to realize modding isn't just getting the sword. In some streams, some streams people are just like, modding's getting the sword, you just hang out. But you can realize this is a production. As a mod, in my opinion, this is my opinion. This is not the views of everybody else in the podcast. In my opinion, as a mod, you're there to help be the gatekeeper to the stream, to keep the bad trolls out, to keep the good people in. By meaning the good people in, meaning by keep conversation in chat. You know, if it's slow, start up a conversation. How was your day, Nidus? How was your day, Liniver? What up, Ninja? Good to see you. Do you guys watch Defenders? How was this movie? You guys looking for the clips? This might sound bad, but that is your job. When you take on a mod role, you're supposed to be here to do work. Now, I understand it's not paid. Some people might say in chat, well, why should I give you that much work if it's not paid? You don't have to. No one's making you be mod.
It's a great way to network.
It's a great way to network.
It is.
And if you are, and if you are thinking about starting streaming, or you stream, like Randy said, it is a great way to network, because people see you in chat.
You want a job at Twitch.
Yeah, people see you in chat. They're like, that's a great mod.
You realize there are global moderators and shit that are paid people by Twitch. You get those positions by modding channels, showing that you're good and getting recommendation from streamers. And the other thing is this, like, let's say that's something you want to do, right? You can easily start with a smaller streamer, work with them, help them grow. They're going to realize how vital you are and how great you are. They will write you great recommendations. Then you can go work for bigger streamers doing that and keep working your way up until you're, at those kind of chains. Everything is a grind in this industry, okay? Like, whether it be streaming, whether it be modding, whatever way you want to
manager,
make this a living, you're gonna have to grind and network. That's 100%.
And also be moderator out of the kindness of your heart. Don't be mod if you're looking for something in return, because a lot of streamers don't make a lot of money, and we can't pay you.
Most are scraping by.
But I do my best to pay my mods. And same Randy, same King JT. We help pay our mods in games, codes, alpha keys. You know what I mean? Some people actually, give all their donations for a month, or their subs to their.
I gave one of my mods a emote. He has his own emote.
Yeah, you see.
So it's like immortalized on Twitch. The only way I can do it. I
that's cool.
Yeah. So it's don't ask a mod if you're not prepared to be a mod. And there are different levels of mods. Some mods like .game, that dude, like his mod made him a custom bot. Some people make graphic design, some people make t-shirts, some people make videos, they edit their videos for them. There's all different levels. Never feel like, oh, I gotta be up here. Just give what you have. If all you have is your fingers, give me them fingers, boy.
And donating doesn't equal mod either.
Donating doesn't equal mod, So to move on, kind of touching Twitch etiquette, Nida said, I don't like when people ask other streamers in people's chat when they are streaming. This has happened to me so many times. I think everybody else, I enter somebody's chat and be like, hey G, are you streaming today? My go-to is, hey man, let's keep the attention on who we're here to watch, whether it be King, JT, or Randy.
Here's my question. Here I'll play a little bit of devil's advocate. I do not think it's appropriate to answer in chat. All right, in that person's chat. Now, on the other hand, I feel bad not answering a viewer if they did ask me something. So I will DM them. And I will say, hey man, I don't really like to talk about my channel and other people's channels, but I am going to be streaming later today. Thanks for asking.
Oh, yeah.
Next time, just DM me, bro. You know, something like that, you know, like, because I don't want to blow off my viewers. And the guy, you know, a lot of viewers don't even think about it, right?
And it fixes the problem right there.
Yeah,
and
it
it keeps it out of chat where
it's
doesn't
not
turn
going
into
to
a-
happen.
That's true. I never thought about that.
that's a
Yeah,
great way
sorry.
to handle
That
for
is
sure.
very, very true. That's
Because
very true.
I don't like ignoring them, but I'm not trying to be that guy in somebody else's chat. So I just, you know, kind of two birds, one stone.
Yeah. I want to cover a very sensitive topic. I see some people talking about Good Look, Savage, and I think Knight is talking about. You guys remember when they gave partner streamers the check mark?
Yeah.
People lost their mind because they saw
they
this.
were banning
They
people
saw
out for
legit.
talking in chats
Yeah.
with the check mark.
Someone, and I think Lightskin touched on it. So I've heard horror stories of people just going around to new streamers, copied in, saying, "Hey, what's up?" They get banned because people apparently feared that was self-advertising. Like, yes,
I mean, it is self-advertising.
In a way, yes, it is. But for me, I'm not scared if somebody Randy comes to my chat with a check mark and or or a huge banner that says partnered. You can come in my chat all you want. It is up to
a banner that said partnered.
No, I'll be a little too much. But you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is,
do I get trumpets?
you get trumpets and doves and music. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, as a streamer, you should not, and I've seen this multiple times, and I think everybody can realize this. As a streamer, you should not fear losing viewers. If Randy comes in, says hi, doesn't say anything about stream, and then people start watching him because they want to click on his link, so be it. Everybody is a free human being. One thing I hate this says my viewers. No streamer owns any of you guys. You guys are able to watch any stream you want. You're literally able to leave the stream and go watch Randy or JT stream, King stream. It is what it is. That is the nature of Twitch. If you're here and you want to hoard streamers and you want to hold them close and tight and suffocate them,
Good luck with that.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You know what I mean?
All you filthy animals, you always, if you leave my chat, I will find you.
Oh, well, there he goes. There he goes.
Tracking you.
Litimer,
I've
Mariah.
seen you in other people's chats.
Yeah.
Having a talk later.
Yeah, but it's just like, you got to realize, and I've seen this I've actually seen people say, I don't host people, I don't raid people because I'm scared of my viewer base leaving me.
If your content sucks, no one's gonna watch it.
Right? If your content's that bad,
awesome, people are gonna watch it.
Yeah, if your content's great, they'll watch it. Yeah,
that is it.
Content over everything. If you raid someone and you come back the next day and you got no viewers and everybody's watching the person you rated, then you got to look at yourself, self-reflect, and be like, what have I done wrong? What is this person doing better than I'm doing? You know? Yeah. What else do we got? One, I don't know if you guys even want to talk about this, but what do you guys think about? This is a very controversial topic. I think everybody discussed this. Being a girl or guy on Twitch, is it the same? Is it different?
Hell no, it's not the same. Are you kidding me? No
I mean,
way.
I've been on both ends of the perspective before I got my gender change, and I'm just kidding, guys.
I think it doesn't. I think it doesn't matter to me at all. I think if you're a girl or a guy, it doesn't matter to me at all, but you are going to have different things happen in your chats that you got to be ready for. I get called all kinds of shit. I get abused as well, too. I also get fantastic messages of support, okay? Pretty much everybody does. That's just going to be something that happens being somebody that's putting yourself in a spotlight, okay? Now, being a woman, yes, you're going to get stupid derogatory comments from neckbeard virgin 12-year-olds, okay? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, but you gotta realize you're putting yourself in the spotlight, and hopefully you're somebody that can just ignore that kind of crap, because it's gonna happen. It happens. You've got ways to time those people out and move forward. I think that as a girl, if you are an attractive female, it is something that you can use to your advantage, just like a man that
like
is
being
an
a model.
attractive man can use that. That's how Dirty Randy got famous. People saw me, they said, this motherfucker looks like Pop, you know? I want him to have my babies and have that beautiful hair blown in the wind. And I got hundreds, thousands of letters from 40-year-old mothers that want me.
Speaking of, Randy, speaking of, Can I have your babies?
Damn! Wow, way to sugarcoat it. Way to be subtle.
I think you know there's always gonna be struggles like that. I think you got to play to your strengths. Everybody's got strengths.
I agree.
And I don't look down on anybody.
Nope.
For doing anything.
Nope.
As long as you're not a fucking just shitty person. You know what I mean?
I think there's a point to when you're for lack of a better term, a booby streamer, and you have your camera on your chest is this big.
Oh yeah,
same camera is this big.
Dude, I don't care. I don't
But-
care at all.
but-
I watch
I'm right.
amazing people like
I'm
that.
right there with Randy. I'm not
I guess
gonna
what
lie.
I'm saying is that you're asking if it's the same thing. I mean, I guess I could put the camera down on my crotch.
You could.
If I
then
wanted to do that. But I feel
JT
it's
would be
gonna-
all there. He would be
Yeah,
all
yeah.
day, all day.
But honestly, my wife just started streaming, and that's
Uh-huh.
something that we just talked about. Is like, hey babe, you're smoking hot, and there's gonna be some people coming in, and
Yep.
it's gonna be a little rough. So just be prepared for that.
'cause
we
this is-
get that as guys. It's not the
Yep.
same.
It's not the same. Yeah.
misogynistic kind of stuff. But holy crap!
But
like,
one
it's
thing
crazy.
you got to realize, we live in a Twitch ecosystem that it is what it is. You can't change it. You can't change it. You can't change the fact that viewers want to come watch a beautiful girl. I mean, beautiful people are beautiful people, and you can't hold it against them. Even if the girl has her shirt down here and her boobs are hanging out, it is what it is. Some people might frown against that. You, me, anybody frown, but you can't down them as a content creator. You can't lessen their content because they're
Those
choosing to
probably
do
aren't
it.
The viewers we want
Yeah,
anyway.
that's what I'm saying. Those viewers are the ones that want to see boobs. I don't got boobs. Randy doesn't got boobs. King, nobody's got like.
I mean,
well, yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, those viewers aren't the ones you want. You're gonna get anyway. So if you're sitting here saying that booby stream is still in my views, they're not. They weren't gonna come here chat anyway because you don't look like her. You don't sound like her. You're not her. You know, and that's the reality. We're sitting here in the reality of a beast. You can't fight it. You can complain all you want. You're just gonna be salty and upset. I realized that very quick. You know, very quick. So it's just like
you just gotta do you and do the best you can. Put
Yeah,
out great
do you the best you
content,
can.
and Hopefully
You know?
it'll happen for you.
Yeah.
Have a good time doing what you're doing. You know.
I kind of want to take a step back. Mariah said something in chat. Sorry guys, I'm literally catching your questions right now. Chat's going quick. Mariah said if I have partner streamers in my Twitch chat watching me, I feel makes you look good. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, I
if somebody
completely
partner comes in your stream, you know you're doing something right, or you at least know they're interested and they're a fellow. To get a fellow content creator to watch you is
You're
an
doing
achievement.
something right,
You're doing
yeah.
something right.
Yeah.
Like when Randy came in my stream, I was like, oh my God, it's that weirdo. I'm so excited, you know? No, but you're doing something right if another person who constantly struggles and hustles and is a fellow content creator watches you, whether it be a minute, a 2 minute, and they come back, you're doing something right.
Yeah. I remember first time Glitch came into my chat, I was like, yo, I can't believe G's here. And then he says in my chat, you look like a baby bitch.
I didn't say that. Oh.
I wasn't gonna tell you that, JT. But,
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh God.
But yeah, it's just, you got to realize, I mean, even YouTube, I mean, like that girl who twerks. Some people hate
Zoe
her.
Berger.
Some people hate her guts. Now she is an attractive girl, but some people hate her guts to the point where they're like, let's ban this girl. She got banned off Twitch, but YouTube is a little more lenient. I don't know where they're gonna go now that they're cracking down.
But
if she wants to do what she wants to do,
Call of Duty, I don't give a fuck. Dude.
and Kane or Tide Mariah or Lucy want to watch her, go watch her.
People want to pay to watch that shit. Dude, let's be real. Sex will always sell.
Yep. Yeah, it will.
And to be honest, I think there needs, personally, I would love to see Twitch put a thing where I can put my channel as a certain rating. And
Oh, that
I
would be
don't give a
great.
fuck if
That would be
there's
great.
links or you
That would
can
be
link.
great.
You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't give a
That would-
shit.
that would make sense.
Personally,
I would
Dirty
hang
Randy,
out in my Speedo.
I don't care.
That would work.
Yeah.
But you got to also look at
that
from
would be
Twitch.
amazing.
Twitch is a business, so they have to maintain something. But this is one thing I want to say: no matter if you're a booby streamer, no matter if you like to show your man bulge, no matter what you want to do, no matter if you're on the whole PG-13, PG, rated R, rated X stream, no matter what spectrum you are as a content creator, you got to realize this: at the end of the day, you are a brand. I'm gonna go back to that. You are a brand. Now, you can stream with your boobs out. You can stream with your man bulge. You can curse up a storm. You can say racial slurs all you want. You can have the most toxic chat and have 1,000, 2,000 viewers all you want. But you gotta realize this: as a content creator, as a brand, your goal is to have other brands invest in you. It is what it is. Like Nike, they want other brands to invest in them because they stand for something. You gotta realize this: you're putting your face on the internet. That doesn't go away. Thousands of people come to your chat, no matter if they follow or not. Hundreds of thousands of people come to your chat, and they see you. You have 5-10 seconds to make a good impression. If your impression is that you have your boobs out, or your man bulge out, or you're just yelling obscenities, or if you're PG-13, or if you're just a wholesome streamer, a good or bad streamer, you made an impression. That impression sticks and people talk. So if you want to be a booby streamer or whatever you want to be, you got to realize that some brands might not want that. Or if you're not a booby streamer, some brands might not want that. There is brands out there and organizations for every single content creator.
Yeah.
It is what
and I mean,
it is.
you got to think about it this way, G. More people in the world know you as G. You know,
Yeah.
Glitchsythe. 131,000 people have come into your channel and know you as that. Know that as you. Like, more people know you as that than
than me.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got at the end of the day, as a content creator, you got to remember that. And I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if you don't agree with it. You are out there, and you're every view is an impression. What kind of impression you want to make? Mic drop. Boom.
That's it, man.
I think we had a fucking fantastic.
I think it went great. I think it went amazing. But honestly, viewers, how did you guys, my community, Dirty Rand's community, King's community, JT's, people coming in that haven't met us, or people that have been here a while, haven't followed, did you guys like this content? Did you guys like the podcast? Because we've been working this for a while, and we finally got these amazing people together. We'll be doing this at least twice a month. Now with this, we're gonna rotate out people. King might not always be here. JT might not be here. Randy might not be here, but I'll pretty much be here because But this is what I want this to be. I want this to be a hub. No matter how big of a streamer you are, no how many small of a streamer you are, no matter when you started streaming. If you're a content creator and you share our values as a content creator, and you can get along with human beings, I guess, you're welcome here. You know what I mean? You're welcome on the podcast, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Twitch. As long as you put out content on the internet, I want this to be a hub where content creators alike can come together and talk about it and branch out, and for you guys to meet people, because this was about you guys meeting and enjoying content, different content creators. So that's what this is from now on. So it's gonna be twice a month, and we're gonna have some really cool hosts. We have a great lineup coming too, man. Good stuff. So Kick Randy, it was awesome.
This has been fun.
I enjoyed this. I'm glad you enjoyed this. Randy is Dunzo.
Yeah.
Randy's Dunzo.
I want to touch one thing. Ninja Gaming asked the question a couple times. I think we might have just missed it a little bit. What about people that come to just hate on the stream? It's just gonna happen, man.
Oh yeah.
It's just gonna happen, and just if they're negative and they're just being totally negative in the wrong sort of ways that you don't want in your chat, just remove them.
Yep.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah.
And if they keep creating accounts and coming back and keep removing the accounts and report them to Twitch, Twitch will get rid of their IP.
They will delete the IP. And that's one hard thing to deal with, and I had to deal with this too when I first started streaming. Is people? I mean, I think everybody's had someone come in and troll them. Whether it's racist, whether it's not racist, it happens. You gotta think about this.
Yeah.
People are anonymous on the internet, and people love to say stuff just to say stuff. What you gotta do, you have a couple options. You can either laugh it off, you can either ignore them, which I used to do, or you could just literally just have fun with them, which sometimes I do. Like someone comes like, oh man, my nipples hurt, or oh my butt hurts. I'm like, damn man, I don't know what you're dealing with, man, but I'm not judging you. It's about having fun. If you can turn that into a joke, and you can and sometimes when someone comes in, they're just upset. Some people are having a bad day. If you could make them laugh, or you could just show them they're a human being too, and you could turn the other cheek, people will follow you. Trolls have followed. I mean, I guarantee everybody here has had a troll follow them. That might sound bad, but JT did follow me the other day, so But
the other day?
No, you can follow me a while. You can follow me a while. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta realize, you in the eye, like, I'm talking like Kim Kardashian, Rihanna, no matter how big of a superstar you are, they have haters. And you have to know, as a content creator, you got to be prepared for the pressure and the hate, because it's going to come no matter how big or small you are. You can cry in your chat if you want to. That's you. But people will always remember that. You got to be strong to be a content creator, man. You know what I mean? You got to have the mentality. You got to be there. And if you need a community to get your back, here we are right here. If you didn't have any questions about streaming, hit up DirtyRandy, hit up JT, hit up King, hit up me. If you have any concerns or questions, or you're having a bad day with streaming, or you're just not even streaming at all, hit us up, man. We're a community, and we're lucky to have you guys in our chat. I'm lucky to know you guys, and we're always here. We're not going anywhere, but definitely look forward to Randy. Randy's doing some big things. I can't tell you, because I don't know if I can tell you what he told me, but there's some really good stuff involving baby oil and like some honey. But Randy's doing some big things. We got a boy King over here. After stream, Snapchat. No, but But no, King is doing some huge things. I've been talking to him on YouTube, so definitely check him out. JT's doing some big things. He's on a hiatus right now. He's kind of doing every night. He's dealing with family. Also, guys, never apologize for not being in chat. I see some people coming, man, gee, I've been gone for a long time. Even Randy, every chat, I'm gone for a long time, man. Life happens. Life happens. If you can't show up, it's cool. We're here. We're not going anywhere.
When you apologize to me, it gives me that authority, you know, superiority complex. I feel like, you owe me something.
It makes me feel good to know that they missed us, though. That's what I like about it.
$200,000. Yeah, that's about the fee.
Yeah.
That's the proper Randy apology amount.
Yeah. But we're gonna do this in the next 2 weeks. So we're gonna do this bi-weekly. Yeah. So we'll definitely be, regardless of the same people or not, we're gonna touch on different games, different topics. So every single time you show up, we will not be talking about the same thing, but we'll be talking about what it means to be a content creator. Everybody has a different reason and a different meaning to be a content creator. So you guys are gonna meet some amazing people. Randy plus oil leak equals godly, right? Yeah. But also everybody, I know I didn't have everybody's like social media tags. Everybody's name here, JTMerrel. Look up on Twitch, Twitter. I don't know if he has an Instagram. DirtyRandy, same thing. Look up on Twitch, Twitter. Everybody's name here is their name across all platforms. So check them out.
Snapchat, Instagram, all that good
Snapchat,
stuff.
Instagram.
My Twitter is the JTMerrel because someone stole JTMerrel.
Damn.
And my chatter bait is still JTMerrel though.
Your chat.
Yeah,
Said chatter, damn. I'm like, okay, let me see. Let me check this out, Chatterbait. No, but guys, honestly, follow them, hang out with them. They're amazing streamers, and we'll definitely, hopefully, be playing a lot of games together too. I feel like we get along really well, you know. But hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions you didn't ask, we'll definitely answer them next time, guys. I know I didn't show any clips, because I mean, you guys have seen my clips. If you haven't, check me out. But I feel like, honestly, this is about them. It's not about me, you know. So I really wanted to show them off. You know, they're like my fancy cars.
You should let me know, G. I would have, you know, just shown double my.
Yeah. But yeah, Lindenberg.
We can only see so much bush camping, right?
Yeah, very true. But yeah, guys, I'm glad you liked it, Lindenberg. I'm glad you liked it. Throw is nice a rope. I'm glad you were, honestly, everybody. I can't even shout you out. VL, Bantine. I know you're new. Good to see you. Nidus, Lucifer, Kane, everybody in chat. Whether you came from anybody else's community, thank you for being here, guys. All right. So, what time does everybody stream? Shout out your schedules. What time you stream? Start with King.
I stream usually Friday night and Saturday night on my YouTube channel. That'll be changing soon. You can follow me on all my social medias for updates. And I usually upload a couple videos a week. I don't really have a schedule for uploads. And right now I'm taking a little bit of a break, so it'll be a couple weeks till I upload again.
All right, what about my boy JT?
Currently I'm not on a exact schedule yet. I just kind of stream whenever I can, whenever I find the opportunities. So usually weekends though.
All right, Randy, the one and only.
Well, you see, this is a little bit of a, you know, this is hard for me to explain. I'm on a very tight schedule that's strict based off astrological and
yeah, man. This guy, oh my goodness, man.
I don't know, man. Go to my channel. I go live pretty much every day. Sometimes I take, you know, a day off or 2 days off a week, but most of the time I'm just streaming every day. And I don't know, I put some hours in throughout, you know, whenever.
That schedule.
I tweeted.
Randy's schedule is yes.
Yes, it's just yes. Hey, are you live today? Yes. What time you stream? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be streaming after this, most likely playing some. Who knows? I don't even know yet. It's like 10 minutes.
Also, what I would love, I do have a clip. Randy knows what this one is, but I would love to get some tournaments going between communities. You know what I mean? Like Randy with like 4 people goes against King with 4 people, whether it's in Overwatch, whether it's in Guardians, whether it's in any game we can play as a community. We should get some
honor, baby. Let's go. The dead game.
No. Oh my god.
The dead game.
Oh no. But if you guys want to, we could definitely create a sign-up sheet and have communities go against each other. We could keep this going out throughout month, so you guys can, you know, it's really cool for you guys to, you know, meet each other and play with each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna start a donation goal to hire people from TSM onto my
play CS:GO with King of a team. But yeah, also me, I stream every day but Tuesday. My schedule will be changing on the weekends. I will start vlogging on YouTube. Hopefully I get my camera very soon. I'm gonna be branching out on YouTube. Don't get me wrong, I'm not stopping Twitch, but I will hopefully be dual streaming down the road on both platforms at the same time. and uploading vlogs and some funny videos on YouTube too. So definitely check him out. It's just Glitchsythe on all platforms. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys one quick clip. Randy knows what it is. This is Pug. I team killed him, and then we'll throw him some music, and you guys have a good night. All right?
You fucking have that clip. Of course.
You're a bad man, G.
Oh man, we keep. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Johnny. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so scared.
And I was looking at you not pull it, and then you spray me with the
I'm sorry. Dude, I looked at your feet. I always thought it was your feet, man. And I just sprayed. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
You wrecked this house.
I'm sorry. It didn't happen.
You're like 5 feet away from him.
Yeah.
He really wants his one kill before he quits.
I needed to kill.
Bro.
I needed to kill. But yeah, I don't have the one where I think I've literally killed everybody here but JT. Well, I did kill JT in the game. I killed
me.
I team killed Randy.
Young.
I panned King. It's a long story. End up in the highlights. JT, I killed him. I stabbed him to death. But guys, I promise you, I'm not a team killer, right? All right, guys, have a great night. Have a great night. You be safe. You want that music to go, Randy? Whose music is that? Is that me? That's me. All right, you guys have a great night.
Nothing.